Technology.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Connect the Dots live stream of our election, president election. It is 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and as I'm sure all of you are just as concerned as we are, you're already watching the election results. So we're going to give you guys a breakdown as the polls are starting to close on the West Coast, and we will give you, and I'll plug that in for you, Travis, and we will give you a breakdown of all things amazing and great that has to do with the election. So buckle up. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. Nothing scripted tonight. This is going to be laid back and chill and hopefully have some laughs. So, yeah. I want to welcome my buddies, as always. Mr. Travis is here.
Hello. Connectors, it is good to be back. We've had a little hiatus.
We did have a little hiatus.
We're still alive.
Yeah.
Fielding might be a clone from some of the things I've seen out there, but we'll never know.
Yeah, you don't need to know that.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We're excited. We're going to get this party started. Oh, there's actually a plug right behind you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll just plug it in there. Travis didn't charge his phone, so.
Classic
Travis.
Classic Travis.
All right. Well, where things currently sit.
Apparently stit.
Yeah. Where things sit currently, we actually have a blind look for all of you people out there. So we're currently watching Fox News. Good old YouTube won't let us live stream that in like somewhere over here on the screen because they're dumb. But we do have good old Axios. We're going to be watching their website and their breakdown of what the Electoral College looks like as states and things come in. But we also have CNN pulled up, or that one right there is Fox News. And then we also have CNN. So we're trying to give a even playing field. I don't know how many Democrats are going to be watching our live stream, but you never know. So
being even is okay.
Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on this and give you guys a live take of things as they transpire. But the most important part is we came with our energy drinks.
Yeah. Can I start with a question?
Yes.
You can absolutely start with a question, Fielding.
So last year's election. Last year's 4 years
Do you
ago
mean 4 years ago? Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
They did this, right? Everybody went to bed and like woke up and a ton of votes came in overnight, right?
Man,
Is that still possible, or is that like completely now like not allowed?
We were talking about that a little bit earlier, and I think one of the things that is a little bit different is everyone's really aware of it. I'm hoping that that'll make a difference. They just showed a report that this vote counting machine that had all these ballots in it, and there's this little door on it that can be locked. And it also, they put like one of those kind of metallic stickers that you can't peel off. You know what I mean? You have to cut it.
Yeah.
So it was a security thing. So it was on there. The stickers were on there, but it wasn't locked. So the stickers were on it unbroken.
Okay.
But they had already counted like 40,000 votes or something. They actually took it. Someone reported it. They took all those votes and recounted them. So it seems like at least in that instance, they're
People are a little more
they're a little
aware
more
of
sensitive
what
to
they're
it.
trying to pull.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You feel better about that?
Yeah, because like, I mean, it's like thinking about it, like, okay, we're gonna, live stream the results, but also, like, allegedly, they just stuffed ballots into freaking like mailboxes until it like barely bumped them over in like a few states. And so would they have the audacity to try that again?
Dude, part of me honestly thinks that like...
But can we just agree that this is insane that it is between Trump and then a person that no one voted for in the primaries? Like...
yeah.
I mean, if you take,
like, have we gone off the rails already?
Let's say that I didn't, that I agreed with her even. I would look at it as strange.
Right.
Like, for instance, I voted for Gary Johnson in 2016. If, let's say, Trump chose Gary Johnson as his vice presidential candidate and then won the presidency, and then in 2020
He gets
went
pillowed.
insane. He somehow can't run. Ousted, cooed. And then they just put Gary Johnson in. I would still, maybe I would just be like, okay, I guess that's the way it is, and I'm glad it worked out my way. But I would still be looking at it like, what just happened?
Yeah.
To our process. I mean, it's terrible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. Dude, there's some Republicans winning in Colorado, which is kind of strange.
Yeah.
I love that they bring in Kevin from Shark Tank. He does make a lot of sense, but he's Canadian.
Yeah.
So
he was
just
on
like,
a show.
All right.
And he was talking about that point that, like, he's like, does nobody care that, like, nobody voted for Kamala and she's on the ticket?
It's strange. Now, I want to talk a little bit, because we get into conspiracies on this channel often. Shout out to Candace Owens and her reporting on Kamala's heritage.
Okay, I've not seen or like watched that. Is it that, like, her lineage is not at all what she said it was?
Yes.
So is it kind of into, like, the dreams of my father or tears of my father? What's that Obama book? Dreams of my father.
Obama.
And then they had the book, like, Dreams of My Real Father. And it was like, not this guy.
Well, there's a couple wild things that Candace is just talking about like it's fact, by the way.
Well, she was referencing Q stuff, Q drops, and she was like, "I think I'm the October surprise in what we have."
So here's kind of maybe my summary of it. Fact check it yourself. Kamala Harris released her book. It had a picture of her with her grandma Beryl.
Okay.
Beryl. Well, Candace is like, something's weird's going on with this. Because why are there's just all this weirdness. I'm going to investigate. So she looks into it. She goes and gets the county records. Beryl, her grandma, died before Kamala was born. So then she's like, well, who is this person? People from Kamala's own family reached out to her. This person was their house help. This person was her auntie.
Okay.
Which was what you would call someone who was like just your like maidservant / caretaker. She probably had affection for her, but she isn't related to her by blood. So she's in her book saying, this is my grandma Beryl.
Okay.
She's not. She's not biologically related.
Just the help.
Yeah. It'd be like saying that, my housekeeper, who also cooked dinners for us all the time and I really liked her, now I'm black.
Yeah.
Which is insane if you think about it.
Yeah, but, I don't actually think that's allowed.
But it goes further, dude.
Okay.
It goes against.
So then, her mother, full Indian, part of the Indian crew that moved to Jamaica, there was this group of Jamaicans. They are from the highest caste in Indian culture. I think it's Brahma is what it's called.
Okay.
The Brahma caste is, so there's 5 castes, and like Brahma are the elite. Like they don't touch anything. The lowest caste, like you clean up poop and stuff like that. So it's like, and her mom would talk about how that she is part of this 1,000-year elite
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Hold on. Audio's. I'm gonna fix it right now. But anyways, keep going, guys. Maybe recap because they probably didn't hear you the last minute.
Okay, last minute.
That's my bad, everybody. Sorry. I'm making changes while we're live, trying to get a better look at all of us so that we can chat a little bit better. But so you were saying.
Okay, are we?
So
can they hear
Kamala Harris.
I'll restart. So Kamala Harris, real quick. Her grandma Beryl is in a photo in her book. She's a black woman in the photo, and she's holding Kamala or standing next to Kamala like outside.
Okay.
Then Candace Owen thinks something's fishy's going on. I don't know how she had that. Someone gave her a tip, and she started investigating. She got interested in it, and she's like, "Why are they talking about this like she is now?" And they never talked about it before. There's just discrepancy. So she looks into it. This woman in the photo isn't her grandma; it's her house help. She called her auntie, and so then she's kind of like adopted in because my mom had taught me that we're. And if you look at it, Kamala never really is the one saying she's black. Other people will be like, "We're black," and she'll be like, "Yeah, we are black," you know. and so then it gets weirder because then Kamala's mother is. They're part of the Brahma caste of India culture, and like 1,000-year lineage. They're slave owners. They're one of the elites. There was this group of Indians that moved to Jamaica.
Okay.
In the 1800s, I believe, and they, were, they were rich. So she wasn't from a middle class family. She was from a slave owning like plantation style. Her mom was an elite, apparently nurse of some sort, and psychological nurse at a program that maybe people have heard of before that we've talked about a little bit, MK Ultra.
Dun dun dun.
It wasn't as good of a drop this time, but when the sound was off, I made it much more suspenseful. But
yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, we were a little more shocked.
That was my bad.
The first
trying
time
to fix something.
So the candidate that we're looking at tonight, Kamala Harris, was descended from slave owners, not black person who grew up in Canada with a mom who was involved in MK Ultra, a thing that is now known to have groomed people to do different things.
Yeah.
Various
bad
things.
Not
bad
good things.
Not good things. Definitely things that are against the American way.
Yeah.
And is
Which is
also
God's
sharing
way.
many ancestors with George Bush and Obama.
Okay.
And so the chances of these things all happening are insane. So I'm not saying the Illuminati exists in the sense of like eyes wide shut, but I am saying that the Illuminati exists.
But it's definitely a family, and you ain't in it.
I'm just saying. You look back at all the people warning us too. George Carlin talking about this. You got Dwight Eisenhower.
Yeah.
And these people saw behind the veil.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, watch out for this thing. And then we're like, that's crazy. It's in a movie.
Yeah.
Which is paid for by these people to manipulate us. And they're genius. They're genius level.
Yeah. So. Well, I think there's truth to like the, getting crazy into like the simulation theory, right? The rule of like this realm is free agency. So they have to tell us what they're doing. And they put it out there.
Time out, Fielding, before you finish your story. It looks like they just called California, Oregon, Washington for Harris, which was sad. Earlier, Oregon was like way towards Trump, but only like 20% counted. So I was like, oh my gosh, come on, Oregon.
I mean, Axios right now has it as like, it's pretty much called. She has a lead in Oregon. Let's take a look at Fox News. Fox News has called it. And then let's double check CNN. CNN's called it as well.
You got, those people live right on the streets. You can pick them up in your van.
Yeah.
Give them a warm meal. $50 and they'll vote any way you want.
Did you see that? Let me finish my thought though.
Oh yeah.
So
go back
they tell us like exactly what they're doing, and these people that were warning us about it probably had the power and influence to do that, but they didn't do that. So they're like seeing, hey, we could, if we wanted to, like steal elections and steal, the power and control of the country and the money and the banks, but we're not going to. However, like there is a side that is trying to do that. So, like, be very weary of military-industrial complex, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And then it happens anyway. But, I mean, there's definitely something to, like, the subconscious, like, being able to pick up on things and subliminal messaging. Like, it's just crazy. Like, that monkey test they did on the islands where they would drop fruit into the sand, and the monkeys, like, wouldn't eat it because it had sand, so they wouldn't eat it. And then it went on like that for a really long time. And then they had different, like, locations across the country doing these same tests. And then on one of the islands, a monkey figured out he could wash it and then eat the fruit.
Right.
And as soon as he did that, all the other islands did the same thing at the same time. They all started, like, washing the fruit. And so it's like, we are somehow connected. You know, and it goes down to, like, 3-minute mile type thing, right? People couldn't break it. It was impossible. And then somebody did it, and then everybody started doing it, right?
Okay.
So you go a step further saying, if these people, like, didn't know the 3-minute mile was broken, and then all of a sudden they all individually on their own break that barrier, like, that's crazy. But look at, like, patent records. All of a sudden, multiple people will file the same patent for the same concept. And it's like, where does all that come from? Like, it's coming from somewhere.
Right.
But
Oh, dude, that's so freaking crazy.
Guys, we got some people in the chat, so
What do we got? What's that? What is everyone saying out there? Oh, good old Dallin, dude.
Yeah.
Welcome, Dallin. Bro, it's been a minute since we've seen you. We miss you, dude. It's good to see that you're there.
he says turn on the chat so we can interact. I don't know.
This episode should be called Neglecting the Chat. I'm sorry, that's my job. I'm figuring it out. I did respond, though.
He's pretty hostile
Just
for
takes a
someone
minute.
who's literally like my best buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, for all that love. Yeah, dude. Heck yeah, I got a nice costume. Dude, custom fit, too. It's like
I was to say, I don't bust out of that.
Yeah, I'm not going to flex, 'cause if I did, boom.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop a seam, dude.
Gun show gets shut down for guns.
Yeah, dude, can't mess around. But thank you. Greatly appreciated. I do try to at least dress the part.
So what was the map? Can we pull up the map of what the election was, the results when Trump won in 2016, and then what they were in
Here we go.
2020?
Let's go.
Oh, Wisconsin is getting a little bit bigger for Wisconsin towards Trump. So more it was at like 2%. It's a little over 2% now, and with 65% counted in Wisconsin. Those cheddarheads. We got Brett Favre endorsing Trump in Wisconsin. Come on, son.
Okay,
Of
so
course,
here,
dude, winner.
we've got on the screen so everyone can see on the podcast.
Okay.
This is the 2020 election results between Biden and Trump. So Trump 232 on the electoral,
So you have
306 for Biden.
that red wall,
Yeah, you got the
and
red wall in the
then
middle.
Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, and Colorado. Is that
Yeah.
Colorado?
Yeah, that's Colorado. Currently, this is our current setup. Got the red wall again. Arizona, potentially red. Trump could potentially win that. Utah, obviously red. Colorado, blue. New Mexico's leaning blue. So in comparison, bouncing back in between the two is literally like Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, all the way up the western seaboard of the country. Currently, could be similar. But if Arizona hangs on, and it's a tight race right now in Arizona. It's 49.6 Trump, 49.5. Let's take a look at Fox and see what
Arizona's
Fox
an
is
interesting one to
saying.
me because the immigration problem is huge there, but people are still so polarized on it.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because they have such good law enforcement
Texas
that
doesn't
it's
have
still I have family that lives there. It's still pretty safe to live there, and
Yeah.
and it's like so the law enforcement. It's like they're almost like good at cleaning up their mess so much that,
Right.
and those guys are definitely, golly.
Yeah, Arizona's a tight race right now. Again,
So why is Nevada
Nevada.
gray?
What do
I
people
think I don't know. I don't know why it's great because right now Nevada's not reporting anything. I don't know if that's the reason why. Because according to that's Oregon. Yeah, Nevada's not pulling any results right now.
I'd like to ask the chat
I can
a
see.
question.
Ooh, chat. Question for the
I
chat.
have a question for the chat on just something I've been thinking about. I'm pro-Trump, just to make sure people don't think this is like some unbiased reporting.
Yeah, but
We're
you
definitely
didn't
editorially-
vote for him in 2016, though. You voted for.
I know. I was Gary
Okay, we
Johnson.
do actually have a couple questions for us in the chat. Let's hit those and let's ask Travis's question.
Okay.
Here's the first one. The boss asked, "Who are we hoping to win?"
Okay, I am going for Donald J. Trump, partially because I used to be shy Trump. I was Gary Johnson 2016. I was shy Trump in 2020, and now I'm proud Trump. His comedy also helped win me over. His timing and beats. But
Yeah.
but I will say this: one thing that I don't like is like he's like, I'm going to do this. I agree with that. I'm going to do that. I agree with that. And this person's a retard. And then I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I honestly wish he could not call people so
Just
dumb
like
all the time.
polish his.
But I also think that that's like, if you think about his past, who he is, his
I get
history,
it.
that's just who he is.
I
I don't
think-
agree with it. I'm just
I
saying
do
that
think I
that's
get it.
built into Trump.
I would love a better discourse. It just is so. It's tearing us apart. I mean, really. I mean, it's like it's tough. Like, I haven't run into this, but I live in such a red state that it's not a bad deal. But if I still lived in Oregon, I probably would lose friends over this. And
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I was talking with a coworker today, and we were talking about how smooth and polished Obama was at speaking, and then Bush was not polished. Like you could tell Bush was actually thinking about things and saying, where Obama was so smooth. And this coworker's like, well, that's what's like the problem is they're so smooth they can just lie to you without being phased.
Yeah.
Did you read Dallas comment?
Who's Fielding's hair
So-
voting for? I think that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Because Trump's hair and Fielding's hair, they're not the
Obvious.
same. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying they're both pretty.
Okay, let me
They're voluptuous.
Alan, I like your question. Who's Fielding's hair voting for? And we were actually talking about that
Yeah.
earlier. It doesn't necessarily vote, but it does make him automatically a CEO of a startup company.
Yeah.
You wear the nice clothes, you got a little bit of jewelry on, but then you have the hair that looks like you're climbing Mount Everest.
Yeah, so I'm actually modeled off of the Wall Street Bets
Oh my gosh! Let's get close to your camera, Fielding. Let's get a close up of that.
logo.
The Wall Street bets logo.
Right. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. I love it.
So
Love
that's
it.
that's what I'm going for, and it obviously voted Trump in 2020, 2016.
I think
Freaking
Fielding's a sleeper
2024.
candidate. Fielding's like the Manchurian candidate, though, because he could walk into, let's say, an Oregon bistro,
Yeah,
and people would be like,
Oh yeah.
this dude's a white dude for Harris, man.
Yeah.
His wife has a boyfriend.
yeah.
Like-
I drove them here.
Yeah. They're coming in.
His Tesla's outside.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
gonna get his pumpkin
But,
latte.
but then
Yeah.
they may be surprised.
Yeah,
when
that I've got a
Fielding's-
gun.
He's awake.
He's got a gun.
I got a gun. There's tunnels under this building full of pedophiles.
That's right. I'm here to liberate them.
So I love it because you got to have those sleepers. Can't everybody be walking around with like a gray bearded man with like a MAGA hat? It's kind of been done before.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, I think you don't see very many liberals and Democrats dressing like this for the election. 100%
Yeah.
Trump. I didn't vote for him in 2016.
Coward.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
And then
He
he
voted-
beat. I
Who
honestly
did you vote
thought Clinton
for?
was going to win. I
You voted for
the-
Hillary, dude.
No, dude.
Daniel voted
No
for
way.
Hillary Clinton. You heard it here first.
Yeah, if I did, it was because I was under duress.
Yeah, the only
and
pro-
I was
yeah.
being told to.
Yeah, the only is because she had some dirt on her, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
He was on
exactly.
Epstein Island.
Yeah.
No, that's too far. I
Yeah.
actually
Who was-
retract that joke.
Who was on Epstein?
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I did vote Trump
what?
2020. I was the guy driving my truck around with the double Trump flags. I even drove all the way to Sandy to put in my ballot, playing the Trump Train song in my truck with the
Trump
windows
Train
down.
song. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's another piece of evidence that 2020 was stolen.
Yeah.
I will say this. I bought into the it wasn't stolen for a while. I'm just looking at it now with his vote total at that time, which I think will be smashed this time.
Oh yeah, no, I think so too.
But that was a stolen election, dude. We're
gonna get this banned.
Look, here's the thing. I don't want to get banned. That was allegedly. This is for entertainment purposes only.
We're gonna redact that. It was allegedly.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
YouTube boss. But I will say this. There's going to be a Netflix special. It'll be about some sort of like drug cartel, but it won't be drug cartels. It'll be like the pedophile cartel.
Yeah.
They'll be running humans here, and then a sidebar B story will be that the voting machines stole the election in 2020, just like on Narcos
Ooh,
in
nice
Mexico,
tie-in. Yeah.
where it was basically about the drug people and how they affected the
Also,
election.
same voting machines.
Same company. How can
I got some opinions on that.
That's where right.
Red Kingdom? Let's
You gotta
go.
just there's so many things that don't make
P.S.
sense.
Real quick, producer Mary did give us some information on Nevada and why it's gray.
Ooh,
The state of Nevada.
producer Mary clutch.
I know, dude. She always comes in clutch. Producer Mary says Nevada isn't going to say anything until they have every single vote counted.
Okay.
Who decides that? Why does Nevada, out of all 50 states, is like, you know what? We're going to do things a little bit differently. We're not going to tell anybody anything until we have it all.
We're gonna wait till the highest bidder, and then we'll tell you what the results are.
It'll get down to where someone needs 4 votes.
Right.
And if it does, we're going to be pretty important for a little while.
Next thing you know, Nevada's building a whole new Vegas, like in northern Nevada. They're
Yeah.
like, we just came into all this money and we got
Nevada reminds me of that person in high school that would like walk in the room and guys, you'll never know, but I got a secret.
Yeah.
And like, what is it? And they're like, I'm not telling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, nothing there for Nevada. I don't know, dude. Sometimes I'm like, politically, I am way more for states having power, right? Making their own decisions and the federal government getting the F out of everybody's business, right?
Yeah.
However, I think on election night, there should be a standard rule just for fun and for all of us to sit here and watch it unfold. Don't be lame and like hold back the results like you're like, you know, when you're playing poker and everyone's laid down their cards and there's that one person that's like,
Yeah.
oh, dude. It's so
It
dumb.
does seem.
It is interesting to me that
ridiculous.
like there's like split electoral votes. There's all these different things that the remnants of when our America was awesome. That
Yeah.
The states had all these rules and rights and different mechanisms, and it seems like it's become much more homogenized. And
Yeah.
now it's like everybody kind of does it the same, and it's like, I mean, I don't like the Fox to come in like, here's the 3 states that matter before it was even voted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not for a popular vote, but what would be kind of cool is if they let us break out some of those electoral votes, so that like maybe Salt Lake, they get a vote from Salt Lake, but the rest of Utah goes, red. Fine, then we'll get like all of Northern California and all the weed farms, all the stuff out towards Reno.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, that would be interesting because a lot of people, I have family members. I won't call anyone out because I think it's so bad. But they're like, the electoral college is dumb. But I'm like, it is the only thing that protects everybody really from some sort of majority that can come and really.
Because otherwise, New York and California would pull more weight, and like the middle country would never get visits from.
And it's like
the candidates.
Yeah, it's like crazy town how different it would be. There's like 5 states. You have California.
Yeah.
You have New York, and you have, I think it's Illinois. I could be wrong on that one. That are like more than 50% of the influence. And then you have 2 kind of red ones now that would have a lot of influence. That's Florida and Texas.
Yeah.
Right.
But that would be the only place the candidates would go. Because why would they come to Utah for what? How many people do we have? Like 6 million. We don't have 6 billion.
No, dude, it's
4.
like no, it's not even 4. It's like 3.
Bro. Let's
I
get
think in the Wasatch
You know what
Front,
we need? Because the
it's
2
like
things.
2.
1, my neighbor hates cats.
Yeah.
1. 2. We bring some Haitians in here. We got a bigger. We got
and less cats. Is that what
and
you're
less
saying?
cats.
All right.
That actually might be really important for me, seeing how I seem to collect cats.
I will say I am kind of a cat fan nowadays. So
I have dogs too. Everyone calm down. I have dogs.
that
and
Haitian
cats.
thing. All right, let's get a quick poll
We're
from our viewers.
3.4 million.
Dogs or cats?
3.4? Oh, you're
Million
close.
in
About
Utah.
4 million.
Okay, 3.4.
Dang, dude. A lot of people moving here.
That's kind of insane if you think that, like, in some of those counties in Ohio, like 30,000 Haitians came. Like, if you did that in Utah,
Dude, Dallon's singing a song in
Yeah,
the chat.
Dallon's got a song. I wish he was here to actually sing it.
Yeah,
we got to have Dallon on.
we gotta have him on. Yeah.
Dallon,
Dallon, we got Kev. I
Dallon,
don't
tell
think
us
Kevin's
right
on
now in the chat, are you in or are you out? Are you going to come on the podcast?
He's
or are
voting
you
dog.
out?
He's voting dog. Dogs.
He said
he-
dogs.
Dude,
Dogs.
Dallon is for sure dogs, dude. Dallon's actually dogs. He actually
DAW.
he spelled it wrong in the chat.
Yeah, it's where it's like that ain't a dog. That's a dog.
Yeah,
Now,
D-A-W-G-S. Come on.
ironically, Dallon's a large individual and very burly.
Okay, but hold
But
on. When
his
you say
dogs
large,
look
he
like
is
they-
a very fit. He's like Travis.
Well, he's way more fit than I am.
I don't know.
Proportionate.
He's kind of.
He says he's in. Dallon's in.
All right, Dallon's in.
Okay, dude, we're
Love
gonna
it.
hit you up on a day.
Love it.
You
I don't
better
know.
show up.
Yeah, he corrected it.
Is
dogs.
I think-
There you go.
With a Z. Yeah.
There we go.
Double.
There you
There
go,
we go.
Dallon. Thank you.
WGZ.
Thank you very much.
Dallon's been on several other podcasts too, so we might get a lot of the alarm community's followers to follow us, which is huge.
Nice.
They actually, Dallon, give a shout out to your PDK's podcast. You guys have some followers too.
Yeah, dude, throw in the comments for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do have something I want to queue up here really quick. That's more along the conspiratorial prophecy type stuff. Okay, I dropped. I'm gonna throw this on the monitor that we've got
Let's see.
broadcasting here really quick. I gotta grab it really fast though.
Is this the eagle we're talking about?
Yes. So I've got some.
How do you always end up with Mary's glasses?
Well, actually, technically, Mary ends up with my glasses.
Oh, right.
I think at this point, I think it's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty straightforward that they're no longer married.
I mean, we could probably do like a "Who Wore It Better" segment sometime.
We could,
when
that'd
we
be funny.
get into fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see why that's not letting me.
We could actually that would be kind of funny because we could like "Who Wore It Better." We could have like the Secretary of State or whatever that dude is that was in the military, and then the one guy that had the lipstick and no hair and he'd wear dresses and he stole all those people's luggage.
Oh yeah. Dude, could you imagine?
I mean, can you imagine coming, dude? I was thinking about it today.
Here's a
my
closer
grandma
look
wrote-
for everybody. Travis's glasses.
Listen, here's a true. This is going through my. I driving home the other day, and sometimes I drive without the radio on, just let my mind roll, right?
Yeah.
And I started thinking. My grandma, I remember, I went to her house once, and she was older, so she was probably in her 70s. And the Carl's Jr. commercial came on with Jessica Simpson. Does anyone remember the
Yeah,
Carl's?
dude, I'll act it out for you.
Yeah, and it honestly, it's one of the greatest commercials of all time.
I watched that one over and over.
Certainly a huge fan of Carl's Jr. from it. But if you remember, the hamburger was so messy.
Yeah.
And she was half naked.
Yeah.
And my grandma was like, I will never eat Carl's Jr. This is a disgusting world we live in. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking
There
about
we
that
go.
juxtaposition. Like, can you imagine if I could just bring her alive and show her a picture of that dude?
Our Secretary of Transportation. Whatever it
No,
was.
that's Buttigieg. That would light her up too, but he's at least clean and put together.
Oh.
But then you have the red lipstick guy with no hair. And
I
he's
thought
like,
was he?
He's like the Secretary of Energy or something.
Oh,
I don't remember. It
there's
was
something stupid.
It
I
was
remember it was something
like
stupid.
that. And he's wearing dresses and stuff. And then he literally wears his dresses to public events that he stole from the carousel from random people. I mean, you can't write this stuff. She'd lose her marbles, dude.
Yeah.
Dallin just asked us if we've seen Beyonce's video today. I don't know what video we're talking about.
No.
Has anybody?
No.
I haven't
No.
seen
It's
this.
freaking.
Maybe we should pull it up.
Dallin, yeah, we might have to pull it up. Real quick, before we pull that up, Dallin, don't let us forget. I gotta throw this out here. This is crazy. So, real quick, I'm gonna pull up the
Beyonce's video.
our other monitor here. I'm kind of overlaying this over the
Beyonce creeps me out.
the
If you-
thing. So get this.
Beyonce definitely adrenochrome user.
Yeah, 100%, no doubt. Okay, real quick.
Okay.
this little thing here, I'm going to explain it and I'm going to come back to it. But essentially, you have Michael B. Rush. Do you guys remember who Michael B. Rush is?
No, but it sounds familiar.
It is familiar because when we did our Ezra's Eagle episode, take a look back and get that one if you don't know anything about it. It's super interesting. But anyways, he wrote one of the books, A Remnant Shall Return, and he goes into like extreme depth. Okay, he also has a YouTube channel, and just recently, before the election, posted a video where he was talking about all the different feathers and all that kind of stuff. But here's an interesting thing that I didn't know that he put together, and this is what this little graph is. Okay, and I'll kind of show as we go through it. So this is a list of presidents. Okay. And this aligns with all the different feathers, okay? And then you have like short feathers and different things like that, okay? And producer Mary, correct me if I'm wrong. Get in there in the chat and correct me if I say something stupid.
What's the time?
So what is Christine saying?
Can you post a link to your fit? Wow. Not only is that a great comment, she
doesn't understand. That's my OnlyFans. It's just me in the patriotic garb. Mary's the only subscriber though,
time out.
It's a very exclusive club.
I just found out that OnlyFans actually, you can like just have an OnlyFans, like and just do what we do on it.
Yeah. But most people are using it for other
Who's
things.
paying for that?
But yeah, you can get it on my OnlyFans.
Yeah. Also, I kind of want to have an OnlyFans just to like shock people. They're like, "Hey, here's my OnlyFans." And it's me like showing how to like change 150 kids' bike tires a year because my kids can't not
just
ride
run over thorns.
It's like, come to my channel. Like, here's how you change another tire. Dad, can you change my tire? Didn't we just change it? Yes. And I rode straight through thorns immediately.
Yeah.
So
this is a gnarly
But
form.
remember when Christine asked, I was like, that shirt you were wearing, like Christine liked it, she wanted to get the sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I don't know where my clothes come from. It's just like, pick it up at some random store. I don't know.
Yeah. It was worse than that. My wife literally will go and grab it from a used clothing collection place
that's what it
and
was.
sort it into
like
piles, then put them in trash bags. These trash bags will then be transferred by size, and then I will get the semi-premium stuff because anything premium, my kids will steal.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Smart.
Like, we'll get Stance socks. I don't get them.
I would. Yeah,
my socks are like 10 years old. They'll go in my bucket and then they come and grab them. Yeah, I know. Fielding's probably been there.
Dude, I'm rocking Stance right now.
All right, nice.
Oh, dude, look, get it up there. Hold on, let me get a close up. What are those?
Fielding is so.
Oh my gosh, they're Christmas ones. It's Griswolds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, sick.
Also, last Friday,
Fielding.
Christmas house for us started already.
Hold on a second.
Day after freaking
Hold on a
Halloween.
second. For the first time in a long time,
I just gave away I'm wearing.
I didn't get to see Fielding on Halloween.
Oh, you
that
would
is
be
weird.
surprised how disappointed you would.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you not dress up?
Well, I mean, I dressed up, but we like just recycle.
Dude, I dressed up as a
went as like
Viking.
Wonka.
Hold on.
Sick.
So not only does Biden quit drilling and raise the gas prices, kills the pipeline, starts mini wars, he breaks my friend's Halloween spirit. Dude,
I did connect.
if you
that's what
haven't voted
happens.
yet, if you're still in line, chat, stay in line. We've got to get Fielding's Halloween spirit back.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't motivate you, nothing will.
Yeah.
That's true. It's disappointing.
I mean, my house was decorated hard though for Halloween. We got green and purple lights. We have hanging witch hats. We have a skeleton with glowing red eyes that sits on a roof.
Dylan's killing me,
Dylan's
bro.
going after your wife, dude, for objectifying Daniel.
Oh,
Interesting. That's the world we live in now.
dude, does he watch me in the morning before I go to work as I iron
I think he
every
just reads
shirt?
you. That's the funny part. I don't even tell him that stuff. He's reading you
He's
from
just a
visual.
Dallin's a good read. Dallin, you're killing me, man. Dude, so funny.
The worst part about this, Dallin knows the crappiest sales version of me that exists.
What does that mean?
He gave that training on like assessing. And he was like, I was JD, and like, I don't even know who's in that group anymore. None of them are like.
You were entering your journey, bro.
Yeah.
You were entering your journey.
Yeah. And he just, We had to do this like sales pitch of like your value prop, dude. And I was just like this whole thing. Yeah, man, I'm gonna save you money. It's gonna be awesome. Blah blah blah.
And he's like,
And then I just like
no.
sucked. And then his feedback was like, if you're gonna like hype it up, like you're gonna like, change my life, try and like deliver on something that's impactful.
Wow, how many years ago was that?
This would have had been 2017, something like that.
Dude,
Oh,
I
dude,
love
that's
that.
too good. That's too good.
Changed my life though, man.
I will say this is a good comment. I'm not saying this just because he's my brother, but filling moves like he's aware of all the shirts in the world that are unironed. That's like
Yeah.
That's like Tony. That's like Kill Tony level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roast.
It's impressive, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Very
good. That's
impressive.
very good.
Yeah, Dow's quick, man.
That's
He's
on
quick.
fire.
Oh, dude, I had tears in my eyes because of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, do we want to go back to what I was trying to show you guys?
Yes, please.
Hold on.
I like the distractions though because really I do this podcast for
Christine's
me.
definitely aware of any wrinkles. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. All right. I'll try to explain this, and then producer Mary, correct me if I'm wrong. So let me pull this up so everyone can see it. So get
Hey,
this.
Trump got another state.
North Carolina called. Holy smokes, dude! Oh, so
Wait, hold on. Let's go back. Let's
yeah,
go
I
back
got
to that.
several
You're good,
things
you're good,
loaded
you're
in the
good.
hopper. I drank too much caffeine. I apologize for cutting everyone
So
off.
North Carolina, they called it.
Yes, and that's a big
CNN
one.
doesn't say. CNN hasn't called it. It looks like Fox has called it.
Okay, Fox.
It looks like Fox is saying that Trump's got about a 200,000 vote lead. It's just shy
I
of.
will say,
I don't know, 1.25.
in defense of Fox, which a lot of people will discount Fox because they're right wing, which that's debatable.
Yeah.
But they are because of what they did in 2020, early calling Arizona. They are seriously like back stepping all over themselves to not call things early this time.
Yeah.
They have like 65 redundancies built in.
North Carolina is called, Axios is called North Carolina as well. So the only people that
Okay.
haven't called it is CNN.
Okay, CNN actually.
Cox.
CNN hasn't called
Cox.
Texas.
Yeah. Clinton News
CNN's
Network.
like Texas is still up for grabs.
Yeah, who knows?
Florida's still in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right. Really quick. Let's go back to this really fast. Sorry, everybody. We're working our way through this. Hold on. Let me get that freaking. There it is. Okay. All right. Let me go back to it. I lost it. Okay. Let me show you this really quick. Okay. So here we have elections. Okay, all the way from 1928 to 2020.
Okay.
Okay.
Herbert Hoover,
Now
inventor of the vacuum cleaner.
you have all these
I don't
green.
think that's the same guy.
All these green check marks means these are elections where Ohio, the winner of the election, won Ohio.
Okay.
Okay? So as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
were
6,
they?
7.
You got Kennedy?
So you got Herbert Hoover, Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Lyndon Johnson, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama. Okay? They all won Ohio, and when they won Ohio, they won the election. Okay? You guys
Okay.
follow me so far?
Yes.
Okay, so then you have Franklin D. Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Richard Nixon, Donald Trump, and Biden. Okay, won without
Winning Ohio.
winning Ohio. But the interesting correlation between those is that they left office early.
What? So this ties into Ezra's eagle?
This ties into Ezra's eagle and the short feathers.
Do you know what is weird about that?
And here's it gets even deeper. It gets deeper.
I served my mission in Ohio.
You're probably part of it.
You're gonna
part of
love
that.
this.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this. Okay,
I'm a
we're gonna
Buckeye.
dive in a little bit into some LDS gospel really quick.
Okay.
Bear with us, you sinners.
I'll,
Just kidding.
I'll put up with it.
Just kidding. You guys are all great people. Okay, so get this. In the Book of Mormon, you have the Nephites, right? Mm-hmm. And there is a rule of thought that they may have lived in like the Mexico, Central America area. And there's
Right.
also a rule of thought that the Nephites' main cities were in
New York.
Ohio.
Dang it.
And here's
Technically the Great Lakes because there's some Michigan stuff, there's some Canada stuff.
right,
Yeah.
right. So, and there was, and this is where Michael B. Rush comes in clutch and like says it so beautifully. So I'm going to refer you to his podcast and actually watch it. He goes into in crazy depths, but there's a prophecy that has to do with the land that they lived on and the leaders of the future America.
I'm liking it.
And how if the people of Ohio were like
that's
on
insane
board,
because of the geographic location.
yeah, because
and
it is sacred, blessed land.
No way.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense. But I will say there's
kind of
no,
crazy.
There's no mountains there.
Yeah, but
they don't even have a professional football team in Columbus, dude. It's just in Cleveland, which doesn't count.
yeah, that's a good point.
And Cincinnati. So I guess technically
That's a
they
good point.
They do have.
I don't know how to argue that one.
do have two of them.
Yeah.
But none in Columbus. So
Okay, then that. Yeah.
when I went there, it's called Columbus after Christopher Columbus. This is an interesting sidebar. They had this really cool festival down the water park where they had an actual replica of Columbus's ship in the little river there, the Ohio River.
And it was like a spaceship.
No, it was actually no. But they would always sing about it, and they honored Columbus, and that was in what 96, 95. And now Columbus became so hated. I wonder if they still have that festival because it was huge. It was like like 150,000 people.
How crazy is that you can go from Columbus Day in elementary, where we all put on Columbus hats and we all sang the song, the Maria, the Pinta, the Santa Marina, whatever, right? Across the ocean blue, all that stuff. To
Nina.
Removing his statue from places and like.
He's making a comeback though. They're saying that a lot of this stuff is like altered history by woke people that have an agenda.
Right.
Which I don't believe there are none in academia. You're telling me people in academia would give up their moral code to push an agenda?
Yeah.
In the college ranks? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Dallin, don't get scared already, dude. He says, Daniel, if we hung out, I would never sleep and just live my life in a hyper-fixated state of paranoia.
Dude,
yeah, that's probably true, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's because it happened in 2020. You could stay up with me
late at night when I'm thinking of these things.
When I went to bed in 2020, it was in the bag for Trump.
It was.
It was signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. And then I woke up and it was President Biden. And I was
more
like,
signed, sealed, delivered things happened in the middle of the night.
You can come sit in here, dude. You don't have to sit on the stairs, bro.
Come on here, bro.
Travis's son's here hanging out with us.
Steele's hanging out.
He's a legend.
Hey, Steele, who do you want to win the election? Come here.
Yeah, get him in here. Get him in here.
15-year-old son. Come right next to me.
He's legend. Yeah,
Steele.
Yeah. You're gonna have to come down just a little bit because you're kind of tall, bro.
Do you want to like take your shirt off or something and do some push-ups?
Yeah, we might get more subs that way.
Yeah, I know. It's like let's get that young demographic.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you want to win the election and why?
I don't know, honestly. Honestly, I'd have pick it'd be Trump because it's like the lesser of two evils, I guess.
So you're not a huge
We'll take it.
You're not a huge
right
fan
track.
of Trump, then you're just saying he's less bad. Fair enough.
I mean, that is how our system is designed.
Welcome to American politics.
It is.
really is.
It is like, that's that South Park episode from the 90s when one of the kids doesn't want to vote in the school, picking a school mascot. And it's like a giant turd and like a D-bag. And he's like, well, why do I vote? Like, one's a giant turd, the other's a D-bag. I don't want any of them. And then South Park, as always,
Let's get my
drives
son in
home
here.
the moral story. And
We're gonna ask.
We got
my son
Burrito Man in
really
the
quick.
chat.
Hold on.
Mr. Autism, I like it. I don't know what the comment means, but anytime you're talking about autism, I love it.
yeah,
I love it.
I learned from my son a little phrase. It's called, what is it? Rhythm with your tism. And it's when they talk about like autism, like it's a superpower in these young areas. And maybe it is.
Yeah.
But rhythm with your tism.
yeah.
Rhythm with
I
your
think
tism.
deep down we've all got a little bit of
Come
it.
here, come here. We're pulling
let's
kids
get
your
some
age. Come
kids.
here, come here, come here, come here. You don't have to like show your face. Just come here, come closer so they can see that there's actually someone
Scoot
here.
in a little bit. Scoot in a little
Okay,
bit.
all right. This is my son, Cohen. Cohen, who do you want to win the election and why? Go.
I don't care about politics. I don't pay attention to it. I don't really care.
Why do you not care though?
Okay.
Is there a
I can't
reason?
vote. I can't vote.
All right, that's fair. He can't vote, he says.
All right.
But hey, if you had to pick though, you have to. Like gun to your head, you gotta pick Kamala Harris or Trump.
Let's say you're a betting man.
You're a betting man. Yeah, I'll take that either.
I want my food and snacks to not be $4.99. I choose Trump.
He wants Trump.
That was
Okay.
Christine's comment. We were
The
talking
snacks?
about that.
He wants
and it
things
was
to be
like,
cheaper. Inflation sucks.
Yeah, so we were watching.
It's my boy.
I think it was Thursday Night Football. And
You should get on and follow and do the chat with us. Burrito Man says you'll know what Mr. Autism is. Yeah, he says it's Mr. Autism.
Say go to Burrito Man's profile
Still
and
will
see
know.
who it is. Okay, so we're watching Thursday Night Football,
Oh, Alex is on?
and the commercial is like
Nice.
slamming Trump, and then the next commercial is slamming Kamala. And Christine's like, how the heck is anybody supposed to know? Like,
know.
really, if they're just like a light, like, low information voter, as Limbaugh used to call them.
But even high information.
And it's like, and then Christine's like, whoever's gonna freaking bring gas prices down and bring groceries down.
You just got to kind of boil it down to like some lowest common denominator.
And it's
right?
like, okay, well, both of these people were in offices of power, and one reigned over a very low gas price and groceries price. The other was
think
part
this
of
would be,
reigning
like,
over
pretty
high
straightforward, too. It
gas
kills me.
prices and high grocery prices. So you would think that it's like, right? Isn't that what
yeah.
it's like all about?
You would think. I will say, speaking of risen with your tism, because maybe Trump's autistic, and maybe that's why he's so
Brilliant.
brilliant
Well,
slash rude.
isn't his son on the spectrum?
Yeah.
Well, people say that, and then Melania said he wasn't. Who knows?
I'm
He's-
definitely on
he's
the
from-
spectrum. If I like pick
He's
up
from the
toast
future, anyways.
Yeah.
or anything, I have to run my fingers
Yeah.
underwater,
Oh.
dry them off.
To
Oh,
get-
shut up, dude. Freaking
Dude, I saw
Dallin. Did you see Dallin's comments? He just put 2 quotes from Kamala. Let me read this in a Dallin voice.
Wow.
I don't know what Dallin's voice.
When it's
I think
That's
that's
deeper.
still, do you
deeper
want the
than
link? Did I put the link in the chat, bro?
okay. All right. real
Well,
quick.
I'll put it in the family chat.
This is what Dallin said. This is a quote from Kamala Harris. I think that there can be no higher priority than what we have been clear is our highest priority. Second quote, we have got to take this seriously, as serious as you are because you have been forced to take this seriously. How can... I mean, I know that, like, the
Bro.
right's cherry picking this stuff,
I mean, I feel like
but,
you
dude, dang.
she's just
I can't
on
believe
the
she's on the ballot.
same level as Jesus. Jesus spoke in parables.
Hey, can we? Can we do a
I
little?
don't think the two are
Can we do a little
just
history
dropping-
lesson for you guys?
Yes.
I remember.
Let's hear it.
I remember George Bush's running mate. Now, when I say George Bush, you guys probably think I'm talking about W.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, no, you're talking...
Not the
talking-
guy that knocked down the towers. The
Senior.
one that went into.
No, I'm talking about the one that helped kill JFK.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he got us into Vietnam through Cambodia and all that stuff. And then
Okay.
he helped. Like, he had dinner with the Hinckley guy that shot Reagan the night before he shot Reagan.
right? Yeah.
And then he became president after that. Talked about the New World Order. Then helped orchestrate
And then he
the
put all
9/11.
his cronies
Yeah,
in
that's what I'm talking about. Well,
judges' positions. Yeah.
Well, he has the thing that he did is that his vice president accidentally spelled potato wrong, and it was like that might have been why he lost the election because he put an E. This is the vice presidential candidate. So George Bush lost the presidential candidate probably most likely because his vice president spelled potato with an E on the end, which is actually technically correct in some versions of English, and
Okay.
still the media made it such a big deal. It was on Saturday Night Live, it was on every late night show, and now we have Kamala Harris dropping that gem.
Yeah.
And the media's like, I love it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm for this.
Well, this was a strong woman.
Ah, gosh, it's unbelievable. My grandma would be so disgusted.
How did he misspell potato? And like, what was the like?
I don't
what was
remember
the
I don't
circumstance?
remember the context, but he spells potato for some reason, which is like in the training manuals of all these people that prep people for speeches. It has to be like, all right, when it comes time to spell like a vegetable or maybe a root, don't.
He's like,
do
I'll
it.
just think of it at the time and wing it.
No,
Don't worry.
no, don't even spell it. Just don't spell things. Because and he spelled it with an E on the end. So Potato is how like we kind of did it.
Potato, but he
But
did
then
it.
he did it with an E on the end, toe.
Toe.
Which is how it used to be spelled in like early American times and stuff.
Yeah.
The E on the end, it works according to.
I can't tell you the last time I spelled potato. So like, maybe for him it was like 5th grade.
Could be.
So
I'm
Could be, bro.
Trying to convince my. Hold on. Please. Please. Okay. I had something I was going to say, and now like it's gone because I'm like looking at comments and
Jeez.
all kinds of stuff.
That is not a real quote, Alan.
What is this one?
He's putting
Space
quotes
is
there that
exciting. It spurs our imaginations,
And it
forces us to take ask big questions. Space affects us all.
It affects us
and
all.
it connects us all. Dude, some of these can't be real. That last one, I don't know, Alan.
I feel like that one could be real though.
Okay.
You're like, I want someone to create a ChatGPT model that they load all of her speeches in, and you can just ask it questions for like your real life problems. Like, I'm in a fight with.
All those ones that you like preload with information,
yeah.
so that's all it knows.
Yeah, so it's like you're talking to Kamala.
speeches.
So you're like, all right, Kamala, I'm gonna fight with my wife because she
How do
tried to
I-
correct my driving.
How do I unburden myself?
Yeah.
The thing is, you wouldn't even have to ask it that way. You could just ask it a real question, and it would come back with no answer.
Well, it would come back with a 3-minute.
How do I?
But they never answer.
But it would never explain anything.
I will say sometimes I wonder if I'm just being, if that, not to be too like even-handed here, but sometimes I wonder if it's like the algorithm, because like I'll talk about like dog food and then I have advertisers. Am I just being limited on only stuff that like is against Kamala? It's possible. And then is the left, is that why we're so divided now?
Well, okay,
did you
I
hear
have
about
a
this?
comment on that.
Kamala actually, okay, I've been talking too much, but I got one.
No,
And
you're
then
good. You're good.
Yeah.
Kamala had an advertisement in, what state was
Dance,
it?
as I promise, they're real.
Jeez. She had an advertisement in the state that had a lot of Jews in it that was talking about, we need to support our ally Israel in their fight with Palestine. Oh, and Michigan was the other
Who's
state.
saying this?
Kamala.
Okay.
And then a different commercial in Michigan that was like, we need to end this attack from Israel and get them. So she had advertisements that were
So
supporting.
literally.
Yes, literally. And then
Both sides
they
of her mouth.
pointed out and they showed the two ads, and then the media doesn't do their job anymore, it seems like.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really crazy. Like, this dystopian world that we've always saw in the movies is happening. Like Hunger Games doesn't look that weird anymore. The hairstyles, the pageantry, the wars, the continuous wars, making everyone poor but equal.
Yeah.
Well, do that. Going back to your comment earlier about like how everything's so polarized, or like that politics has become so polarized. It is 100% social media's fault, and it's because they wanted to make social media profitable, right? Through views and ad revenue. And so social media, in order to make itself profitable, they gather all these users and then they start picking up data points on what they watch and how long they watch.
Yeah.
And then
Did they just say Nebraska is a Harris?
Yeah.
hold on, let's double check. Let's go to what we got.
That's so surprising to me. I never knew that was a blue bastion of liberalism. Nebraska?
Nebraska.
Breaking the wall.
Well, according to CNN, Nebraska, well, maybe they're not. Hold on, let me refresh it here really quick, make sure.
That's pretty insane, right? Nebraska, like I picture Nebraska just a bunch of farmers or rednecks.
No, dude, Nebraska right now, according to CNN, Trump has captured it.
Oh, it's Nebraska Senate. I
Oh,
apologize.
Senate. Oh, okay. According to Fox,
Fake news.
Trump's up.
Yeah. Fake
Okay,
news
and an
Travis.
Axios.
I know.
So here's a quick breakdown for according to all the different agencies here. Really quick, CNN is showing Trump's up 230 electorals. Kamala Harris is at 169. Fox is calling it 232 for Trump, 216 for Kamala Harris, and then Axios 230 and 209. So across the wide spectrum of different political conglomerates, it seems like Trump obviously is in lead.
I honestly thought Trump would like just roll up Michigan because I don't even really like his tariff stuff, but it seems to support like a Michigan voter, like car plants,
Right.
all that stuff. I thought that he would just run away with it. I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
Because the Palestinians are kind of, it seems like a lot of the Muslim, they're pro-Palestine. Trump isn't necessarily pro-Palestine because he's got, he likes the Jews, but he also would end that war, I think, like day one maybe.
Yeah.
I think he'd end a lot of them day
for
one
sure.
because
He's like, bro, let's just be profitable.
But anyways, back to the social media thing. They pick up all these data points on everybody, and then they just start feeding them exactly what they want to see. So social media, and then like the longer people watch, the more profit they get, right? And then the ads pop in and all that stuff. So in order for social media to be profitable, they have to feed people exactly what they believe and what they think. They can't give them opposing views, because if you give you an opposing view, I don't want to see that. I'm going to swipe past it. And so as social media continues to feed us exactly what we want to hear, it creates an echo chamber of people in their own ideologies, and it just feeds their ideology. And you can look at, maybe I can even try to pull this up here really quick. There's a great show on Netflix, The Social Dilemma, that goes into depth on this and how social media politically has polarized. People used to be much more in the center, and we've talked about this on the podcast before, but people used to be much more in the center. And so it was like we were all kind of like, patriotic people, but maybe like a little bit of policy here, a little bit of policy there, but it was much more give and take, and it was much more centralized in what our beliefs are. And now as social media has basically just fed us and created this place where we get our media, our entertainment, our news, all from social media, and it's just feeding us exactly what we want to hear.
so it's essentially like
Yeah.
gaslighting ourselves.
Right.
Do you know what I did?
On
Here is
stuff.
a hack. If hey, connectors, here's a hack. So I signed up for X. I had been off, but when Elon got it, I'm like, I'm gonna go back on. But what I did was I pretended I was born with like oxygen depleted, and then only signed up for like liberal stuff on it.
Nice.
And so I get my news. I actually go to Twitter often and read the stuff because I just want to read what they do. The interesting part, I have to admit it, sometimes there's stuff I agree with on there, and it helps me to kind of like see what's happening. Because I will say, like, you have Charlie Kirk, you've got a lot of these talking heads, Sean Hannity, etc. You ever see that where they put up with the liberals and they're all saying the exact same talking points?
Yeah.
That happens on the right as well.
Oh yeah.
And
Right.
so it's like I don't like being programmed by anyone.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to somebody who I'm surprised. I really like watching Tucker Carlson now. He's like really strange now. Like he
Yeah.
talked about getting attacked by a demon physically.
Yeah, that was wild.
He's
got
like
some good
he's
stuff.
like he's saying prayers at his things. He's really just kind of open. He's interviewing
Yeah.
people. He's just like, I don't know, man, maybe.
Yeah.
And I really kind of like that.
I dare one of you to read Dylan's comment he just sent in
All right,
out loud.
you should call us cunt.
If you're watching,
Yeah,
you
I
have to
think
just
he's
write in
right.
the comments. I ain't saying that.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm hoping that my little brother didn't sound that out before he typed it. My baby tiny brother.
I think Kant's got a ring to it. Flows off the tongue really well.
It certainly does.
I think that one for sure should be on a shirt.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't.
New
No,
merch dropping. New merch.
Kant's for sure.
New shirt.
Dallon's gonna get his credit card out.
We'll make it in an XXL so that
Yeah,
Dallin
it's gotta
can wear
be.
it.
It also has to be tall for the record.
XXL. And tall.
XXL tall
you-
with the fit cut. Don't
Yes,
worry.
Dallon needs fit cut.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes he needs
Then
fit
he can
cut.
do a kickflip.
Sometimes not.
In our shirt for one of our ads.
Let's go. BCR 1221.
Welcome.
Big Daddy Trump coming in clutch tonight.
Sending a shout out to the smartest guy around, Fielding.
Wow. Okay.
That seems a
Dang.
little biased.
I'm a big deal. What can I say?
Fielding is pretty dang smart, though. I will say that.
Dude,
Oh, man.
freaking Trump train, dude, better roll through.
Dude.
I feel like
The irony is, it's
we're-
like I'm dressed up politically, but from waist down, I'm ready for combat.
You are ready for combat. Wait, I didn't even notice.
Let me pull that up there.
I mean, I showed my Christmas socks off.
I got my combat shorts on.
I think he's ready for combat from Thailand. Like,
Hey, it gets hot, dude. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Ignore the fact that there's ice on his driveway.
this isn't stolen. This isn't stolen valor. I just wanted to put that out there. Daniel supports our troops.
That's right. 100%.
Yeah.
I love it. They camo shorts though. That would be pretty funny. That's like a Reno 911 level of ready for battle.
Yeah, dude.
Which I heard they're bringing
I
back.
like to stay quick
That
and
show's
nimble
genius.
Really.
whenever I need to run. You
I
never
didn't
know.
realize this, but for Reno 911, the black lady, her idea was, I need a bigger butt. So they made a fake rear end for her for that show, which I didn't know. I thought it was just.
I'm
like, dang.
I mean, that exists.
Yeah. Well, that was her point. She's
I've
like,
seen
I wanted people to
Walmart.
see people like my people. So she's like, let's make it bigger. And as again, I mentioned before, I served in Ohio. I served in the inner cities.
Dallin says
that
the
did
apostrophe silent. All right.
Solid. Okay.
All right, Dallin. All right.
All right.
It's too good, man.
Oh man.
He's too good. It's killing me.
Yeah, that's true. The Doggy Day Spa tours are legit.
Several tours.
Oh, by the way, Dallin's in your neighborhood now, and he just bought a dog. So
Hey, bro.
you probably should get him some marketing material.
dogs.
I know one of the best dog grooming business in the state, Doggy Day Spa.
Yeah.
Not only are they going to get a great cut, they're also going to get a spa experience.
Yeah.
Your dog will come back relaxed, tired, and sleep for a while, and they're going to look.
Well, and you also don't want your doggy daycare to be supporting the other side and giving their money to the people that are going to take your freedoms.
True.
Dang right.
Yeah.
Doggy Day Spa believes in freedom, dogs, and cutting dogs' hair.
Bernie Sanders is winning. Thank goodness. He's a trillion. He's a trillion years old.
Yeah. I just don't
It
like.
says Barry Labrum grooms our dog. Whoever Barry is, I
love it.
promise you they don't do what we do.
The Big Papa.
my wife does.
Big Papa. I really love that. I will say, my son grooms our dog. He just kind of takes scissors and cuts all the gnats out.
That probably counts though, right?
It's not me.
It's not steel.
I could not fathom having to like wash dog hair. That's like a nightmare job. Like when
Maybe
Daniel
we should do
told
an
me
episode and have
years
Billy groom
ago,
a dog.
when,
That would be amazing.
when Daniel's like, yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do. Like, there's this training and I just remember
Philly's deleted him off his all his socials.
thinking like, what a nightmare.
The next
Dog hair, dirty dog hair.
Fielding, if he was doing it, he'd have to wear like fingertip to elbow gloves, and then he would dry the dog with a silk towel. It
Yeah.
actually would probably provide like an exceptional
true.
experience.
each individual hair, he's.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it?
It's like that.
There's a thing they call in the dog grooming business.
That'll
when-
be $20,000.
yeah.
But you've had my dog
You can
for
go get your dog in a month.
you've had my dog for 31 dog years.
Yeah.
Half his lifespan's over.
Say,
You're
hey,
killing me.
I'm sorry, you're the one who brought him to be filthy.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
better punchline. 31 dog weeks. Better punchline. Which one's better? Chat. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. All right, okay. Looks like we do have some updates here.
Ooh, the
Let's
popular
see here.
vote.
Popular
Whoa.
vote. Trump's winning by what? 4 million?
What are they gonna say? Even though you still have the latest votes are all from
Right,
the West
yeah,
Coast.
I'm just gonna eat a gumball them. I mean,
That would be hilarious if he won the popular vote.
I
That would
honestly
show
thought
those-
about door dashing his Big Macs. That might happen tonight. Well, let's give a quick update here, really quick.
Fielding
A
started
quick
drooling.
update, quickly. A quick update.
All right.
So we have right now, CNN's reporting Trump's still at 230, Kamala's at 182. Looks like Arizona, Trump's still in the lead. The margin's actually grown for him. He was only up by like 0.2 and now he's at 0.5. I know that's not a lot. It could swing either way.
It's like a lot of votes, though.
And it's only
like,
52% of the votes in on that.
Jeez.
And then Nevada is reporting.
What? Oh, all the polls are closed.
Yeah. Maybe
So-
that's what it was. The polls were closed, not the actual whole vote in.
Yeah.
But right now, it looks like Trump's in the lead, but only 2% are in. So we'll come back to that one. There's not much going on there.
That's probably they just started in a rural area.
Yeah.
They'll probably say Vegas, which is where it happens to go.
Yeah, exactly. So right now, Arizona still pulling for Trump.
I will say the Nevada vote, do you think it's influenced very heavily by the people that are pro-sex trafficking?
They probably got a lot of houses out there, so it makes sense.
I mean, it's like, anytime there's an event there, now they have a professional football team there, which sex trafficking and pro sports events go hand in hand. Nevada's 11.3% of their GDP is probably sex trafficked generated.
Oh, dude, it's probably, man. That's
This
sad
is
to
for
think about.
entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only. We're just three dudes, one of us wearing a top hat, enjoying the election night.
We are enjoying it.
Don't ban us. By the way, my suit jacket has tails. I don't know if you guys saw that. Look at that.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, you like that? I have to throw my tails out of the way before I sit down.
How do you guys feel? Like, if let's ask you this, and maybe Steele, get your opinion on this too. Like, how do you feel if Harris wins? How are you going to feel tomorrow?
See,
Say that again.
Let's say
Harris wins, how are we going to feel in the morning?
Yeah.
I'll answer this first.
I'd be like, they done it again.
Okay. Well, that's one thing you would think, but how would you feel?
The art of the steal.
The art of the steal.
Trump's new book.
Yeah.
He can't write it. He's bad at it. He's like, I'm the greatest at stealing, but he's not.
How would I feel?
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably feel like World War III isn't gonna happen. We'll just slowly become slaves.
85% in, guys. 3% lead. That seems solid.
For what state was that?
Pennsylvania.
Ooh. Pennsylvania might pull. That'd be nice.
Anyway, Fielding, go ahead.
So you think we'd just become slaves? No World War III. We just are.
You keep going into outcomes, though, but how are you going to feel about it?
Are you gonna be pissed?
I'll be
Depressed?
depressed.
Yeah. Are you gonna go to work tomorrow?
I might go home,
He's like,
put a candy cane in my mouth. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
No, it's like it would suck. But I mean, it's how I felt in 2020.
What about you, Daniel?
But I still have hope that the Q stuff will come through.
Okay, yeah, I love that. I wanted Fielding to get there. Like,
Yeah, the
still
Q
hope.
stuff.
Fielding's a big white hats guy.
Yeah.
we should jump into some of that stuff
Yeah,
here
we'll
in a
have
minute.
Fielding maybe tell us why there's some hope with some of the.
I
white
think
hat
I would
battles.
surprise you with my answer.
Okay, I want to hear it.
I think Okay, 2020,
Yeah.
I was up in arms, dude. I was like, if I didn't.
When
if
Daniel says he's up in
If
arms,
I could have afforded a plane
They're not
ticket, I
bear
probably
arms.
would have been there on January 6th.
yeah, dude.
But I didn't.
Thank
Thank goodness Daniel
I
got
happened to be in a
jail.
meeting with Fielding and Travis when that happened in Utah.
We were watching it on the laptop.
That's true.
You were leading out a meeting, and me and Fielding were on the
watching it. You
computer,
were up there.
and I was like texting him.
And I was like, here's how you beep a doop for the
Yeah.
dippity dips.
And we're
these guys
just
are all
like-
free.
And I'm like looking over at Fielding, who happened to be like 4 chairs down for me, because Travis told us we couldn't sit by each other.
Yeah,
And so then,
selfish.
then I'm like looking over at Fielding. I'm like, and we're just chatting and sending each other
Yeah.
like links to the news and
Dude,
stuff.
if I had it to
remember
do
that.
over again at that company that existed at that point, I would literally form a boys club.
Just lean into it.
Yeah, I'd be like, boys only. And I'd put this sign on the door carved out of wood with a pocket knife. No girls allowed.
and then
Yeah.
you'd stab the knife into the sign and then go inside.
Yeah.
Dude.
Actually, not true because I shout out to Amanda.
I was gonna say there's some girls there
Lindsay.
that would be like, well, I'll just identify as a boy and come to the meeting.
Yeah, that's true.
And we would want
allow
those
it.
ones. So
Yeah. You're like, hey, that was sly. I
I'm like,
like how you worked that angle.
If you've ever dyed your hair purple, not allowed.
immediately,
male or female.
immediately eliminates
Like that one meme. Immediately no.
Yeah,
Immediately no.
my wife was Coraline for Halloween.
Okay, she gets.
She's bright blue
What
hair.
is talking about?
And then she came out like
It's
in
killing
the costume, and I'm just like, yeah, it's probably good that you don't have blue hair. Like
That makes sense.
blue hair is just connected to like idiotic liberal dummies that I have to deal with.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Dude, I love it. Well, I want to talk about how I feel too, and then Philly, I want to hit some white hat.
Oh, hold on. Let me tee this up for you.
You didn't finish.
No. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, I'll answer and then I'll tee it up for you, Travis.
Okay.
In 2020, I was up in arms, lost my mind. This year, I honestly, if I woke up tomorrow morning and Harris was the president, I honestly would be in a place where I'd say, you know what? It's part of God's plan, and I'm just gonna revel in the fact that I've been preparing for 4 years for this day to come.
I would say, man, visions of glory. The UN's coming eventually.
Oh, dude.
Putting
Bring those
grid points.
Bring those blue hats. Bring
link-
those blue helmets this way.
Link in the chat, hopefully, Daniel, to our Visions of Glory episode.
Episode half.
Yeah, I'll drop it in. Somewhere.
I'm with Daniel
going
on
on
this. I'm
YouTube.
pretty optimistic.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. I said I was
okay,
going to
go
tee
ahead.
that up for you.
Okay, tee it up.
Travis,
Yeah, buddy.
how are you going to feel if Harris wins tomorrow morning?
I actually
Or tonight.
I
Tomorrow
actually
morning.
feel pretty good about it.
Depends on where you're at.
Wait. Hold on. What do you mean feels pretty good about it?
Yeah.
I actually feel pretty good about it. Because here's the deal.
Hold on a second.
There's
I hate everything about what you're saying.
I believe in
I
some
don't like it.
I believe in some spiritual things, right?
Okay.
There's been
I think you and I are
there's
the
been
same then.
prophecies that the Constitution will hang by a thread, that it's going to get worse before it gets better. And my counsel has been from my ecclesiastical leaders: stay in the pocket, treat your family well,
Yep.
clean your room,
Yeah.
stay at home, work on those things you can control, because it's all part of the plan. And so I feel pretty optimistic about it. I do think Trump's going to win, like if I was going to bet money on it. But I will not be surprised if I wake up tomorrow and he did not win.
Do you guys want to know what the spread is on betting on Trump right now?
I will
way.
also
there's.
I will not also here's the weird part. So, you got Obama, you got Macron, who are, let's say, married to partners that have male traits. You got Trudeau, who's probably Castro's son.
Definitely Castro's son.
Definitely Castro's son.
Yeah.
So they go to that Canada's own breeding program. I mean, dude, there's a breeding program of leaders. And
I mean, if you got the genes, why wouldn't you?
so then would Kamala, would Doug Emhoff, was he born a female? If he wins, does that follow the trend where like she has to leave him, and or I don't know, how does that come out in the conspiracy land of like marrying someone who's
Isn't that Cat Williams's theory
Yeah.
or whatever? That like,
Cat Williams had quite a year.
yeah.
He comes out, talks crazy, like literally like makes Alex Jones look like he's a
Yeah.
librarian, and then 100 gets it right.
Yeah.
And is like,
Dude, get this.
okay.
NBC, just on NBC just recently, the hosts were talking about if Kamala Harris wins the election today, that she will ask, or should ask, Biden to step down now and have her take the presidency before her actual term would come. Which, if that's true and Kamala
Ezra's-
Harris won, that would fit
Ezra's
perfectly
Eagle.
in line with Ezra's Eagle.
Yeah. But would he?
I don't want it to happen.
Did he really step down anyway? Right? Like,
Dude, he's dead.
so he would just. He's dead. Yeah.
I don't think he's dead, dude. I was listening to these guys
He's got
talking.
body doubles, dude.
I was listening to this guy talk about it earlier.
He's like 6 feet taller and his ears are different.
JD Vance has got $20 as a bet that Biden voted for Trump.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
That's
then
hilarious.
they went through all the stuff he did, all these little gaffes, and then
He
when
puts
he
the
went
Trump
the
hat on,
Trump hat on, and then
keeps
he
it.
keeps the Trump hat.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know, dude.
I love that. JD, like
So
I got
the spread?
he's got $100 that Hunter Biden is voting Trump, and that the JD Vance is like, I'd like to go party with that dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then that Joe Biden he got $20.
So
Not as confident.
get this too. Right now, the stock market is loving the election.
Yeah, of course they are.
So market right now, I'm looking at the SPY, which is it's basically based on the S&P 500 ETF, but
Yeah.
it's been up all day. It's trending down a little bit right now, but not by much. And I bet against the market, and so I'm losing my shirt for the record. Not too happy about that. But
Dude, you got to go all in on Trump.
Why would you bet
No.
against the market?
Okay, hold on. Let me explain my position. I bet for an inverse market. I'm betting on market volatility.
Okay.
My opinion was that we would have similar situations or shenanigans that would take place like we did the previous year or previous election. If that's the case, there is market volatility while they figure out the election. If that happens,
Then you're right.
then I'm going to make good money doing that and placing that bet.
So every time
every
time they call a state, it's like kind of bad for you.
well, yes and no.
Depending on which
it
way.
depends on what the outcome is. So realistically, if Trump wins, and if that's what your Fortune 500 companies are preparing for, like if you look back at 2016, the market prepped for a Hillary win.
Yeah.
And when Trump won, the market tanked for like a week, like 10%. And then it turned around and went right back up.
Oh, so you
right?
you looked at it as like, all right, this may not be likely to happen, but if it does, it's the biggest play.
Yeah, it's a huge play. Right. And then in 2020, all the election scandals, and then things were getting delayed and pushed back for election results. There was tons of market volatility.
Yeah.
So that's my play. But right now, there's been no market volatility. It's just shooting to the moon.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Which means, if that's the case, there's one of two things that means.
Okay.
One, it means that your Fortune 500 companies, who most of them are probably donating to the Harris campaign, either donated to the Harris campaign but bet that Trump was going to win,
Yeah.
or they donated to Harris and are betting that Harris is going to win, and even though Trump's up right now, there's not a concern on their end that Trump will win. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So depending on what the market opens up at tomorrow, if they call the election and Trump wins and the market continues to climb, that means all your big organizations that really were donating to Harris were actually giving money to Harris for her campaign, but structuring their business and their outlook for the next quarter or next year, next 4 years, for a Trump win. So that'll tell us some interesting things.
I like Daniel explaining stock market stuff.
That'll explain some interesting things. Because really what happened in 2016 is you had all these people donate to Hillary, and they're like, Hillary's going to win, they're going to crush Trump, it's going to be a landslide.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, boom, Trump wins, and everyone's like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
That changes our entire outlook. So then they're like, people are selling stocks, people are moving positions. So if we're back here for the podcast and I don't have a Corvette, it means that I didn't have the right play.
Oh man.
Sorry, babe. I'm trying to get that Corvette for
I
her.
hope you do. I hope you do.
Yeah, well, let's hope so. That'd be pretty dope. But the interesting thing where I was going with this and how we got off on the whole stock market thing, right now, the betting, and there's no other way to put it, it's betting. The betting on the election this morning was like a 52% bet. Most people are betting on Trump, 52%, and then like 48% are betting on Harris. The current betting right now, 94% of new bets are going to Trump and only 6% to Harris.
Dang. Probably lower payouts and stuff.
Yeah, so that could be a telltale sign. It could not be.
I should have maxed out my HELOC and threw it on Trump. That seems smart.
You should have in
That sounds
2020.
responsible.
Yeah.
So what do they got here?
Because we talked about that.
You got Wisconsin. He's
Yeah, let's
increasing
do a
his lead,
quick-
bro. He's almost
Quick update.
He's almost 4% ahead in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Whoops, that's old results. Sorry. Okay.
Georgia, he's 120,000 votes ahead in Georgia. Remember, Georgia really came down. I don't remember what it was last time when he lost, but it was
Well,
close.
they just kept shoving ballots
Yeah.
in.
So right now it looks
We
like
still gotta
he's
have
up
all- we
by
gotta
like
have-
100,000.
All of the Civil War veterans and the aborted babies have to vote still. So
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to. They're not considered.
Well,
That's dark.
Hey, you got to call it like you see it. And the Dems love that stuff, and of course they're going to have them vote.
Have you
So-
seen that YouTube video where people show up as like Kamala campaign, and so like people have Kamala signs in their yard, and they're like, "Hey, like we love that you're voting for Kamala, blah blah, in support of her. Like we have these refugees." This refugee family,
Yes. And it's like a family.
and they're just like, no, we have like a 13-year-old daughter, and they're like, that's okay, like he was dating a 13-year-old
he loves
daughter.
13-year-olds.
And they're just like, we can't.
It's too.
People are so funny.
It's not even funny. The premise. I get why the premise is funny, but
the
it's
fact that
not
that's
funny.
real.
Yeah, the one that got me was when what's his face from Texas starts busing people to the Hamptons.
What a stud! And then the state
what's his name?
Literally,
The
Texas
the
guy.
governor.
The governor.
What's his name? Someone put it in the chat.
Abbott?
Dallin will know this.
Was it-
Abbott, maybe.
Was it
No, Abbott was the other idiot.
Oh my gosh, what's his
Dallin?
name?
Do you know?
Anyway, but and then he
Or
would
producer
send
Mary
them,
hit us with it.
send them to New York and all these other states, and then those officials are like, we don't
can't-
have room.
We don't have room.
We don't have resources
It's
for
stretching
them.
our resources. And like in the Hamptons, it's like you write a
Yeah.
check. They
Texas
really
is
are
like-
those people are dirty. Leave us alone.
Yeah.
We want
Yeah.
to have pets.
They'd send them to like Martha's Vineyard. Like
Martha's
that's
Vineyard
so,
was my favorite one. And these
so
people
awesome.
roll off the bus.
Get off the bus.
They got like a bedroll. They're from like central Mexico. And they're in Martha's Vineyard. Like, do they go pay $8 for a latte or $12? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm just
my
like,
gosh.
oh,
Oh my
this
gosh.
is insane. But then their
Oh.
reaction is just so telling. And then that governor, he comes out and says, "We can't handle this," and he started taking an anti-immigration stance. And guess what happened to
was
him
Abbott.
immediately?
Greg Abbott.
Greg Abbott.
Thank you. Thank you.
But then guess what happened to that governor of New York, or the mayor of, was it the mayor, the black dude that they brought charges against him.
Dallin, get out of here. It's not Ron
As soon-
DeSantis. That's Florida.
The criminal.
No,
I think he did it too,
Ron
though.
DeSantis did the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one.
So you're not
he was
wrong.
the one that was like, you need to check your kid's bedroom because behind a
Yes.
book could be a bullet.
Yes.
It's like this stupid video.
Like even Saturday Night Live, they were like in the throes of Trump derangement syndrome, and they still had to make fun of him for
Yeah,
that.
and then he goes down. The police chief goes down. Like
But
all
only
of them.
after he started to be like, we can't do this immigration thing anymore, because his constituents were like, bro, we're not voting for you if you don't fix this. We don't want
Yeah.
these people
Yeah.
here. Yikes.
couldn't do it, and then.
Hold on
Tennessee-
a second. When did the lead singer of like 58 Degrees or whatever it's called?
98 degrees.
98
For starters, that's Nick Lachey. So
yeah,
don't.
Nick Lachey's a Fox correspondent now?
It does look a lot
Look how
like
good
him.
looking he is. Of course he is.
Look at that hair, dude. The salt and pepper.
I want to hear what his chin thinks.
Yeah.
His chin should have its own talk show.
It's if anybody's watching Fox right now, yeah, his. But dude, that's like a linebacker
Tennessee.
chin. Dude.
I'm moving
He
to
probably played in the
Tennessee, bro.
NFL.
My one of my best friends from high school moved to Tennessee. Look at that state. Look at
Yeah.
it. They don't mess around there. Like that's still a place where like you disrespect someone, it's
Yeah.
fisticuffs outside.
My
Yeah,
brother-in-law
yeah.
and sister-in-law will definitely end up in Tennessee, and like
It's
like, hey,
fistic-
if there's opportunity to move there, hey.
It's fisticuffs outside if you talk trash to someone to their face, but also neither side is going to shoot the other one. Like they're just like, yeah, we're going to go settle this,
They just beat each other up and
yeah,
move on.
like civilized people.
Like
Yeah.
civilized people. Dude, amen.
Is it bad that I'm so old now that I can't even recognize the difference between any of the female Fox correspondents? It's like, okay, you need to have a
They
helmet.
do have a specific.
You need to
look
have a
they're
helmet
going
that
for.
looks like blonde hair. You need to have your
You need a helmet.
smoky
that looks
eyes.
Like blonde hair.
you need to have dangly earrings so
Oh
that people
my
don't think they're
gosh.
like Kamala's earpieces.
Yeah.
We have actual earpieces we could put in your ears. Dude, how did an investigative journalist on the earrings? The earrings thing was so obvious.
Yeah.
So obvious. And no media person talked about it.
Yeah.
Not even Jon Stewart. I think they got to Jon Stewart. Remember when he went nuts on the... And like, there's a liberal who was thinking is what I used to think. Now I'm like, they got to him.
Yeah.
They got him.
Another thing from Candace. Sorry, I want a Candace kick. Have you heard Candace talk about The Call?
No.
So The Call is Usher comes out and he's on The View, and Usher says, they're like, well, you know what?
He's like, well, I got Diddy tapes on me, so
No.
I have to say this.
No. It's better and more kind of like worse than that. He says on The View, no, I think that's an individual choice, and I don't really want to talk about it because people should just go out and vote their conscience, and they should just do what they think is the right thing. And he had talked
Because that's
earlier.
like a normal, like, famous person thing to say. Because, like, why would you listen
And he
to
was
me?
he was kind of like
politics?
he was kind of like he was kind of liking on Kamal. So it isn't like he was a secret Trump supporter or anything. He was just, I think people should just make their. The next day he comes out and he's just like this prepared script on what to say about how amazing Kamal is.
He's got, like, a fat lip, his eyes swollen. He's like,
he got the Jesse Smollett treatment, but in real life.
It actually happened.
Yeah, it actually happened this time. That was just like a practice run with Jesse Smollett.
That's
I
hilarious.
didn't know. So he.
No, by the way, Jesse Smollett is related to Kamala Harris too, and Kamala Harris was involved.
Wait, what?
No. Listen to this.
Is this for
Jesse
real?
Smollett met with Kamala Harris before that, and there's evidence that they talked about this and that she was aware that this thing was going to
That
go
it was
down.
fake because she was
She was one of the ones that came out immediately. Was like, "Oh, we got to get
Attorney
out."
General.
She was sponsoring a law
my gosh.
that was like an anti-lynching law, which is relevant because what
They
happened?
said
they said there was a noose around his neck,
Put a rope around his
and
neck.
they called it the anti-lynching law. And Kamala Harris was involved in this. Dude, it was a straight up psyop, and the reason he didn't actually get in real trouble is because he actually had people pulling strings for him.
Yeah.
And there was people going after him, but not enough apparently.
That is
That's
crazy.
hilarious.
The Atticus Institute down.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I don't know anything. Do you know anything about the Atticus Institute?
I do love Atticus Finch.
That's where they did. Hold on. I have to go into my
If
archives.
you stumped-
That's
hey,
where they
stump Fielding, you get a dollar.
He didn't.
He's like, I know.
They did research on demonic possessions.
Dude, I knew Fielding would know.
And
So crazy.
I can't remember her name, but this girl was like possessed by a demon, and they did like scientific there's like scientific results that like there was like a different entity in her. There's photographs, like
What?
it's like a real thing that they backed,
Which is so
and then
crazy
found
that-
out that it was like yeah, dude, she's possessed. She's doing things that are moving. Like there's video footage of
The crazy
her in
part
a
about
room
that,
and like stuff moving.
I want to not believe that.
If that's what I think it is, I don't. But I think so.
I want to not believe that
Don't confirm
and
for
say
us.
that it's dumb, but then I remember that I believe in stuff like that. Like
That's when people always get like up in arms about the stuff, and I'm just like, if you believe
you believe a person rose from the
religious,
dead,
yeah, like
bro, cuckoo.
that's a little wild. Like,
I mean,
you believe this guy translated through a hat and a stone, like
I always get that with the anti-Mormon
wild.
stuff too. The anti-Mormon stuff was wild to me because of these Christians get on there and they
You want a
go
drink?
nuts.
I mean,
Going on
I know
wacky.
you can't air fry it.
give
Is
me
that
a
a problem?
Sprite. I mean, I might hold on to it. Is that terrible?
I can't eat anything. Don't buy me one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll take a drink though. I'll take a high C. Oh, hey, yeah, give me one for steel.
All right,
Yeah.
you got it.
I'm
Gotta
like,
get some
I'll
Mickey
take
Mouse.
I'm
mine.
actually,
I'll
I'm actually on a
take mine to
fast.
go.
I'm actually on a fast right now. I'm trying to just let my clear out my body of all.
What do you want? What do you want to drink?
Just a high C.
Okay, I got you. And
Oh,
producer
Big
Mary.
G says bunch of kids used
I can drink for it. I
brainwashed
just am not eating solid food for
Yeah,
a
you're
week.
good.
the Atticus thing.
Did you say a week? Dang, bro.
Bunch of kids used, brainwashed, underground was the Atticus thing. What is that?
Explain, G-man.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
Oh, Burrito Man said good night.
Oh, burrito man.
Are you in here, Steel? You don't have a YouTube account, do you? Steel's like my son, 15 years old. Like
He's a
doesn't
gangster,
text
dude.
people. He's on his phone right now because he's kind of bored, but
I remember he came to visit us Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
He was a really, really nice gentleman.
he is a nice
He's a
gentleman.
class act, dude.
Yeah.
I could brag on him all night long.
And then you saw me at
Plays the
Macy's.
piano like a freaking
Don't worry,
virtuoso.
producer Mary. I got you in the order as well. Don't worry.
God, I really wish I wasn't fasting on McDonald's. Sounds so good, but that could be because I've had 48 hours with no food.
Well, for starters, even on full belly, McDonald's is always delicious. So
I did take. So my son wanted to go the other
pump your
day,
brakes.
and we went there. We went there, and I
Have
got.
you already ordered it?
I just hit the order.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Go back. I stopped it. What do you want?
None of those pickles or onions on my Big Mac.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. Now I gotta go in here and make a custom order.
Couple reasons. Everybody,
Don't.
chill out. Chill out.
Dallin, turn
Good thing you caught it right when I
turn
did.
your feet
dude.
off and tell us how Building would order a Big Mac.
Yeah. Don't say anything.
Too late.
Well, I
probably.
mean, I've already said it though.
Yeah, probably too late.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
Never mind. Okay, so
Here's
hold on.
why.
No onions, no pickles.
Yep.
Oh, we got Kevin Burton on, I think. Another
So here's the
super
thing.
connector.
Hey,
When you
welcome,
order
Kevin.
food like that from McDonald's,
Yeah.
trust me, I'm a professional McDonald's orderer.
Okay, I got your special Big Mac.
They have a bunch that are preloaded under the lamps.
Okay.
So when you come in and you're like, I want this without this or with extra this thing,
So you're saying if you do
Da-da-da-da.
a custom, you get a fresh one?
then they're gonna make it. Oh yeah, because
Then
when
can I
I
get the
forget
onions
to
on the side?
when I forget to say that, it's like you can tell it's been sitting for a while.
Well, I'm gonna go back and custom order all of them.
Yeah.
That is interesting. You are.
Still, do you
I will
wanna-
say you are
you want
getting
extra
delivered,
pickles,
so
bro?
it doesn't.
I mean, and I'm gonna hold it in air
I'm gonna
fry
do an
it
extra
later.
pickle on mine too.
But also like, you can taste the onions.
Hey, I got in high school. They had
if
five
you scrape it
Whoppers.
off.
5 Whoppers for $5. I know this is not.
Okay, I'm about to order
It was
Are
back
you-
like
We good?
I think so.
It's too late. It's sent.
Okay.
It's happening.
It's good.
It's happening.
So I got 5 Whoppers for $5 with double everything, including. Because remember, you can get it your way.
Yeah, yeah.
BK, have it your way.
Yeah.
So I got it with double
Eat good.
everything. Those things
it
came.
is.
They must have been
You
like
rule.
2,000 calories a piece.
Dude, people know about this. Always order custom McDonald's if you can.
Who said that?
Yeah.
BCR 1221.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like,
There's smarter people out there than us apparently. Which
Dallin.
seems
No pickles, no onions, symmetrical.
must weigh in excess.
I'm a
That's-
good
yeah.
driver.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
Fielding brought his own hanky, silk hanky, to wipe his face with when we're done.
Yeah, yeah.
Down, if you, I don't know if you've seen it, down. I know you're a fan, but our burger or Big Mac episode where we air fried the Big Mac, it was genuinely pretty good. Like
It
a
was
restaurant,
shocking how
a
good it was.
restaurant could do that.
It'll change your life.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the next level of like,
BCR 1221 confirms, dude.
yeah, getting
I've never heard of that.
getting pizza, air fried.
Dude,
That's
Just
true.
like cheese,
Honestly, when you
crusty little shell.
when he started spraying things with
Cooking
Bam
oil?
spray, I
Bam.
was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But then it was like genuinely the best Big Mac I ever had.
Remember the black
Yeah.
lady who had the talk show and she spoke out against like Hillary or Diddy or something, and then she like had a stroke like the next day.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah, Wendy Williams.
What?
It reminds me of Wendy Williams. You remember the episode way before that where she got famous because she came out with a Slim Jim. She's freaking on air. That chick was wild, by the way.
Yeah.
She just went nuts. Slim Jim opens it up, takes a lighter, just runs it. It's like she's a crackhead. She's like, this is the only way to eat a Slim Jim. And then she heats it up with a lighter and eats the Slim Jim. I'm like, that's what I knew.
What do we
that she was
call?
my
What do we
girl.
call like?
That's who
hard-
should have been Oprah.
What do we call hardcore connectors? What did we say that they were going to be?
Connectors was the hardcore one, I think, and then
Something
Dot
heads. Dot heads.
Dot heads. Dot heads are the normals. Connectors are the
Yeah.
hard ones. But then it's level 33.
Yeah.
oh, like
Level
Freemasonry.
33 connectors.
Yeah.
That's
That's the
down.
Masonic
Yeah.
stronghold.
Dallin, you just have become a level 33 connector. Congratulations, my friend.
We might need to have a way to reward that type of behavior.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can send like electronic stickers or something, can you?
It's gonna kill me, dude. He threw that in the chat again.
I
It's
thought,
gonna be a shirt.
Bro.
I'm gonna make a
said-
shirt
Bro,
specifically
it's
for
so
Dallin. You think
dirty.
I'm joking? It's
when
coming.
you said like, what
gonna
do
be
we
on the
call,
website
like,
soon.
hardcore connectors? I was like, this is it. Dude. We already know what it is.
It's
in the
definitely
chat.
hardcore something.
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's true. Kevin's on that level too. Kevin, he wants the shirt too.
Look at this graphic. People that are watching Fox, the graphic of Fox is blowing my mind because it's so much. There's so much going on.
There is a lot. Look, there's the map in the background. They got overlay some of the hosts in the background. I can't. It's too much.
Is he talking about how tall the candidates are?
He's like, look at their hand sizes.
Could be.
Look at their hand sizes relative to normal size. Yeah. Look at this one. Now they got this other virtual and
it's like
the graphics people went nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Someone's sitting behind the camera like this.
Yeah, they're like, actually,
fist bump. Yeah. That was mine.
Dude, they don't do fist bumps. They're dorks, dude. They're playing Dungeons and Dragons right now.
Like
those are all,
They're rolling dice.
Rolling dice.
Rolling, dodecahedrons.
Missouri called for President Trump. Surprise.
Dude.
Here's an interesting thing where it's like you think, well, race plays into this, right? What's up with Missouri then? Missouri has got a large African American population. Why are they so reliably red when there's other states like that have large black population that like Georgia,
predominantly,
for instance? And what's the difference? Has it been a focus of energy to turn that state by powers that be? Because I know that they do that.
I think so because I think
so. Missouri's next.
In the last probably 8 years, I think there's been a huge push. Because I think, and I don't know for sure, but my understanding is that there was a predominant like culture of you vote Democratic because they're going to take care of like the black population,
right?
And that welfare will stay in place, those kinds of things. But then as time has progressed, I think that population has been brought to their attention that holds them down, and that relying on the government means that you're just a slave to the government of whatever they think.
I should report down. Like I can report Dallon's comment.
Oh, dude, report him. Report Dallon.
We don't want to lose him. Don't want to lose him.
Freaking Dallon's comments are legendary.
The biggest cunt.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I like that.
That's gonna be the shirt. I'm the biggest cunt, and then we're gonna have our Connect the Dots logo on there.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm having a tough time getting behind.
And then on the
maybe
back,
it's my age.
put like 33.
Hold on, let me check my heart rate.
Yeah.
130.
Woo! You better lay down and put your feet up.
Oh man.
It's lower than normal.
It's lower than normal.
Whoa, who's that dude?
I don't know.
Oh wow, North Dakota went for Trump.
Here, let's go. Let's do a quick web update. Okay, so Axios right now calling it 2:30 for Trump.
Refresh it.
It should be live refreshed. Yeah, you shouldn't have to refresh these. They're moving live.
Okay.
Boom. So 2:30 Trump, 2:10 Harris. Nevada, Harris is in the lead right now, 54%.
Look at Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota, a little bit light blue. Come on, give us the graphic. It's not wanting to give us the graphic. Let's move on. Right now, Fox is calling it 232, 216. Similar.
So you can,
they don't even have any of the
reward
results
people
of
with
Nevada.
badges, huh?
Minnesota, Harris right now is in the lead in Minnesota, 50% to 47%. But only 61% has been counted.
Okay.
And then right now, CNN is calling it 246 for Trump, 182 for Harris.
Bro, 246. So if he gets Pennsylvania,
See, and they're not putting anything in for Arizona either.
It's because they got Pennsylvania going Trump. Oh, snap.
Hold on,
I
I'm looking
think
at
Fox
the map. Right
called Pennsylvania already.
No
Fox
way.
called Pennsylvania already?
I thought so.
Oh no, they still
Oh,
have
no.
it up for grabs.
Maybe that was
They're probably pretty gun shy to call it. It's because a lot of the count, like New Jersey's 86% in, so they're probably 80 something percent in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Same time zone.
Yeah. But
Wow, Republican won New Jersey House. That's interesting. Okay, Michigan.
I love that Robert Kennedy.
Hold on, Michigan is 54-44. In Michigan, I'm actually really surprised.
That's Kent County, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
So that's just one county in Michigan that Harris is winning in.
I mean, I think she would probably win Michigan, but I thought it'd be closer. You got.
Wait, you're saying that you think that she'll win Michigan?
Yeah, I think she will.
That Harris win Michigan?
Yeah.
No way.
You don't think so?
Well, let's look here.
I mean, I would love her to not win that. Trump, everyone hates Trump in New
Dude,
York.
Michigan right now, he's up quite a bit.
Is he really?
He's up 200,000 votes. It's 52%
But the
to
Harris
46.
headquarters, there's like just a few people, and then Trump headquarters, just a
Massive thing.
tons of people.
Seriously, right now 59%.
That's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
59% of Michigan's vote is in. So we still have a little
Wow,
ways to go.
really?
But right now, yeah, Trump's in the lead.
Let's go.
So,
Dude,
I love look at Trump headquarters. Dude,
Tell
people
your-
are dancing, hanging out.
Yeah.
Harris, it's like people are panicking. There's like 6 people there.
Yeah.
I
It
know.
looks like it
We'll
looks like the
never-
remnants of a riot. There's crap all over the ground.
Yeah.
People walk around a few chairs. What is going on?
I will say this: you'll never
Interesting.
get to the bottom of the whole fiasco of like who's telling the truth about the. My gut tells me the Trump rallies were lit.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
were awesome.
Yeah.
And Harris had some good ones too, but I mean, it was mostly like come see Beyonce type stuff. But I don't know. There's still people that are like really believe that Trump's faking his rally sizes, and I mean, look at that.
I just don't know how.
It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and people are just still.
Just jamming, dude. Having a good time.
Ohio president 96.
I love
So
how everyone,
Trump crushed Ohio.
Yeah.
Hold on, go to the Biden one?
The previous?
Yeah, what was
Yeah,
the?
so let's take a look here. So this is the election
So-
back then. So Ohio,
So he won it, but
he
crushed it
He
then
did
too.
crush him there too. Ohio's looks like has been a
thank you, Ohio. You are the heart of it all.
yeah, dude. Amen. You know the interesting thing that I find funny is the faces of the people at the Kamala headquarters. They all looked like nervous and panicked, and then the people at the Trump headquarters are like dancing.
Yeah.
People are like waving flags. I don't know. It's just so completely different.
Oh, they just called Georgia.
Oh, they just called Georgia for Trump.
Wow,
Fox officially called it.
oh dude, that's game over, dude. If he gets Georgia and Michigan, does he need Pennsylvania?
Dude, I don't know. So let's take a look here. So Pennsylvania's 19. Okay, so 19 electoral votes. He's at 248. Someone do the math for me. Phil, you want to grab it?
What are you saying?
Grab a calculator really quick and do some math for me. I can't do this math on live the podcast. It's too hard.
All right, I got my calky.
Okay, so right now he's at 248, and I think that's including Georgia. Yeah, including Georgia.
Yeah.
So he's at 248 right now. If he wins Michigan, that's 15 electoral votes. So 248 and 15, that puts him at 263. So then Arizona's still up for grabs, I think. Hold on, the Axios and one. I need to reload that one. That one's not pulling
I wonder
anything up right now.
if we got into a split off like wormhole or
Here we
something
go.
back in 2020.
Let's actually go to CNN's. So right now Trump is in the lead by like 0.7% in Arizona. If he gets Arizona, then it's game over. That's 11. So then if he wins Michigan and takes Arizona,
He'd
that's
be
a
at
win.
274.
Yeah. If he gets Michigan and
So he
Wisconsin,
has
he
several-
might pull off Wisconsin.
So
dude.
he has several paths.
Look at
and
that. 84% of Wisconsin's in, and he's up 51% to 47.
What?
So if he wins Michigan and Wisconsin,
So
dude,
he's
game
at 2.
over.
What's Wisconsin? How many?
Wisconsin would be 10. So 15 and 10.
So
That
That
then
makes
must
he'd
it
be
mean
over.
the reason they're not calling that one that they must still have the counties that they have to still count are heavily traditionally
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah. Here's a breakdown of Michigan. So you have like Detroit area, which of course, or Milwaukee. This is Milwaukee. So Milwaukee, it looks like
Milwaukee.
right now, but only 59%'s in right now. Bayfield,
Oh, so Milwaukee.
Ashland.
Milwaukee's most of the state. This is going to be an Oregon situation in a lot of
Yeah.
ways, where it's
Yeah.
the Portland, Eugene area that
So
dominates it.
that one's kind of TBD, to be determined. So, but Pennsylvania right now he's up in
Nebraska
Pennsylvania
blue
too.
red. What's going on with Nebraska?
I don't know.
They might have it set up that they're.
Oh, that is what it is.
Oh,
they're one of
yeah,
those shared, like
they have-
Maine. Maine
yeah.
is like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nebraska and Maine can award electoral votes. They can
Based on,
split
like, a
them
split
up.
vote.
They can split
Yeah.
them up.
Yeah.
Which
So-
I don't mind. I don't mind that.
Either
at the
way,
time.
if he wins Michigan and wins Pennsylvania, game over. If he wins Michigan and Arizona, game over. If he wins Pennsylvania, loses Michigan and wins Arizona, game over.
That's a lot of paths to victory.
Yeah. It's looking pretty good, everybody.
Here now let's prepare our listeners and the chat.
Yeah. Take the candy cane out
So
of your mouth.
here's what I've been afraid of the whole time. I want to get your guys' take on this.
Okay.
Trump wins.
If it's you go to bed and wake up, and there's a bunch of votes for Kamala,
No.
I already said that.
No. Trump wins.
said that.
Trump just wins, and there's no stress. Nothing
Yeah.
happens, and then Trump proceeds to be what he really is, which is a moderate, not a conservative. And a lot of the things he does, and this is where I was in 2016, why I voted for Libertarian candidate.
Yeah.
And a lot of things he does are actually against what we like. A lot of the union stuff, I'm not a huge fan of. Now, maybe I'm wrong about the way I read it, but like tariffs will make things cost more.
Yeah.
Now,
Why does he do tariffs?
his spending during COVID was terrible.
Yeah.
Why does he do tariffs? So a tariff
Because
is.
isn't it supposed to penalize
So where does
or
iPhones?
send a message?
Let's use iPhones. Where are they made?
I'm not listening.
Where's iPhones made?
China.
China. The reason they're made in China? China.
Yeah.
So they're made in China because it's cheaper, and then we import them. Apple gets a bigger profit. They don't distribute that wealth very well. So what we're talking about is redistribution of wealth is typically a liberal Democrat place.
Right.
Tariffs act as a kind of pre-distributor of wealth because they say, all right, China, you can, or Apple, you can bring iPhones in from China. You can make them for $100, but as soon as they enter our port, we're going to charge you another $100. So now your baseline is $200, which now allows an American company who doesn't buy from China, they can pay higher wages and then make a similar product in
Okay.
America. So that's why they exist. The problem is the people that pay in either way are the American citizens. So right now the American citizens pay it because they lose jobs, so there's less demand for employment, so wages are lower.
Yeah.
And then also the profit margin is higher at Apple, so the wealth goes to Apple and to China. So that it's redistributed to those two people. Tariffs could be good because in theory, the wealth will get partially redistributed to workers in the form
Okay.
of higher wages. But what do higher wages sometimes do?
Drive prices.
Jack up
Drive
the price of
prices.
everything.
So then we're also paying even more for certain goods and services because that wage is coming from an American company. That's fine. Now, one
Yeah.
thing Trump did say when he was maybe smoking a doob with somebody, he was like, I think we could have tariffs be 100% of our tax income, and there would be no income tax for anyone. Which I'm like, that would be a wild scenario. That'd be pretty cool.
Have you seen that like hidden message in the iPhone where you like select the audio and it? Let's see if I can find it.
What?
Okay, by the way,
Filling? I love all this
this
weird
is
stuff.
kind of a big deal. Producer Mary just came in clutch with another update.
Okay.
Kamala Harris and her campaign just announced that
She's
she
Indian.
will not speak until tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Now, the
Bro.
reason why that's significant is Hillary Clinton did the exact same thing because they knew that she lost.
Oh yeah, because then that
I
Mel
thought it was
guy
because they put the fix in.
came out and was like, "We won't stop until every vote is counted, because every vote counts."
Yeah.
And everybody's just like weeping.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
I wonder, I would
So
like to
that
see an
could be
update.
great news.
Yeah, I would like to see an update on.
Oh, that's weird. I can't. Producer Mary put a comment in there, and I can't see it on my end.
What was her
Anyways,
comment?
Her comment was the Harris party, why there's no one there and why it looks like a ghost town is because they told her that she's not going to talk
Oh, I don't see her comment either.
Oh, that's why. That makes like I'm like.
That's weird. I don't see it either, Mary.
Why is no one there?
Sorry, producer Mary, we didn't see your comment. I don't know. That's weird.
Okay, so that makes more sense. Like,
Because after they announced Georgia,
because
they
Donald Trump's
shut
gonna
the
be
party
like,
down.
he's gonna be like, Rosie O'Donnell's a fat pig. I'm gonna end everything immediately.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what people are waiting to hear.
I actually feel bad for Rosie. That lady, I feel bad for her. I just can't help but look at her. I used to love the Rosie O'Donnell show, and I remember her as the person that loved Tom Cruise and was crazy for him. And that was when people didn't realize Tom Cruise was also crazy.
Yeah.
Which now I'm starting to flip the script in my mind. I'm like, okay, Tom Cruise is probably sane.
Okay,
And they
I'm
just
leaving
tried to
you guys
destroy him.
solo because our McDonald's just showed up.
You mean duo?
Yeah.
Steele, you want to come hop up here?
Yeah, dude, take the driver's seat,
Take
bro.
the driver's seat for a minute. Come get
push a
your
couple
opinion on some
buttons.
stuff.
Sorry.
Let's get some middle schooler level stuff. Just come over and you're just chatting with us.
Do you think the DoorDash?
You can even say nothing.
She probably will.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Come get in here. We're probably going to get a bunch of like teenagers now. What is that magazine? Teen Dream? They're sponsoring us now, probably.
Yeah.
Steele, introduce yourself. What's your name? Just first name.
I'm Steele,
Steele. And how old are you?
15.
Okay. Not a huge political man, but you've been surrounded by it a little bit. And I have a question for you. Do you consider me pretty political?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. I don't feel like I am, but I must
like
be.
talking about it, I guess.
What was that?
Like how much you talk about politics.
I talk about it a lot.
Been pretty. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I can see that.
That makes sense. I feel like I'm somewhat reasonable, but I think everyone feels like that, right? All right. Well, any girlfriends?
No.
No. Good.
Yeah.
I
They're
think
distractions from your dreams.
You know, yeah. If you want to know what girlfriends, you watch Rocky 3. It teaches you all you need to know. They make your legs weak.
There you go.
Skip leg day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Skip leg day. That's
All right. Let me ask you this. Something political, but I guess, what is your understanding of, let's say, the Electoral College?
Not very good.
No wrong answers. Not very good. What do you mean by that?
I don't really understand it that well.
Oh.
I know that it's kind of like everyone votes and then it goes to a bunch of you who are in the electoral college who vote.
Okay. That's pretty good. But were you saying you don't understand it very good, or you're saying that it's not very good?
I don't understand it very well.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fair. Then you proceeded to basically explain how it works, which was pretty good.
That's clever.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty good still for just dropping that with no preparation. Oh, wow. Wow. Michigan's too soon to call, 59%. 52-46, though, for Trump. Wisconsin was like that. They called Florida already. It's kind of weird that in our lifetime, Florida was the big deal with Al Gore and those guys. You know, remember it was like the swing state, and it was like came down like 1,000 votes.
Dude, I didn't get you a drink. Now I feel bad.
And you can share. He can share
You
mine.
can take mine. Yeah. What did you want?
I got energy drinks or other stuff.
Probably not an energy drink. He'll be
Yeah.
He'll be lit.
You can do my Sprite, dude. Okay, so here's that audio I was saying about. So it's in the iPhone and the live speech thing. So if you hit the good news thing,
Congratulations, you just won the sweepstakes, and you don't have to pay income tax again.
so they're saying that came out when
I'll hand you your stuff, dude. I'll switch
Oh yeah, hop out, everybody.
Trump was
Hey,
in
still, thank you for your
office.
comments. Thanks for stepping up on the Electoral College comment. That was great.
Yeah, that was clutch. Like, hey, I don't know how it is, but here's how it works.
bro. Fries, Big Mac.
Oh, dude, Daniel did not mess on the sides of the fries. Jeez,
You're okay.
you're gonna have to do some push-ups,
dude.
bro.
We're not stopping this podcast until we have a winner.
Yeah.
We could be here all night.
That's true.
Big G dropping a little.
pulling on all nighter.
Yeah.
It's 8 tomorrow, so I'm fine.
Okay, that one's yours. That one's mine.
Pennsylvania, guys, he's hanging on 90% in, and he's 51-47. Bro,
And they haven't called it yet?
They
cowards.
haven't called it, but is that because there's one of those shenanigans or hijinks, as they call it, that is going
Yeah.
on?
That'd be weird.
Meddling
Hey, man.
kids.
It's all part of the
Kamala would have
part
got
of the
away from it
experience.
if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Yeah.
Meddling kids.
And Philly, we talked about this before, though. You're a cartoon man.
Huh?
Have you watched Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated?
What do you mean?
Oh, dude, this got to be a Connect the Dots official recommendation.
Wait, hold on a second. It's not just normal Scooby-Doo?
I
There's
started
like
like a
700
Halloween.
For the record, on HBO Max, there's like 700 Scooby-Doos because that's an HBO property.
Yeah, I saw that. Let me look at that because I started one with my kids.
And dude,
But I
it is
didn't-
good. The overarching principle is there's a guy named Mr. E, like Mr.E.
Hey, Christine says it's okay for you to stay till Saturday.
Thanks, Mom.
Well, oh, Christine said what?
She said that Fielding could stay here till Saturday because it's going to be a minute till we have a winner.
Because he said we're not stopping until we announce a winner.
And yes, steel like blue steel,
Christine's
like
like,
it's spelled
Yeah, you get your butt.
on like steel. So that's right. It is steel, Bob. That is right. Wow, these
Oh my
comments are
gosh.
lit.
You see the most recent comment? Diddy? That looks like the lotion emoji.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yikes.
You know, Diddy. I will say Diddy really was an influence in this campaign because so many
Blue steel.
people came out.
I'm getting all the comments now.
Yeah, people came out really
busy
supporting
eating fries.
Kamala, and I noticed that a lot of them had a commonality.
Yeah, Fielding doesn't use my toilet for the
Oh
record.
my god!
Just kidding, I have. He has.
I don't have my
I don't have
wipes.
the wipes though.
My heated wipes.
100% true. He was. That's one of those things where he's really close, not exact,
Right.
but
he's
dang
got
Don't get too excited. You kicked your camera, Travis.
he's got
Sorry,
the
bro.
It's still good though. We're still good.
Yeah.
We're fine.
he's got the details wrong, but the concept is correct.
Christine says we can keep them. They'll save money on the water bill from all the Fielding showers.
That's a shot at how many showers I take.
I like that there's roasting Fielding for being rad.
Hey, I like things a certain way.
I'm a man of the best part is that he's really
Simple pleasures.
particular about these things, like in a way that like
I'm making
a
a
guy
mess
that
already.
a guy that puts Grey Poupon on
Hey,
his
Steve,
sandwiches would be particular about.
are
something.
there
But
napkins
it's about
in
like
those
chicken
bags?
nuggets.
Like in the McDonald's
Yeah.
ones.
It's this weird juxtaposition of
If you don't mind grabbing
white
one, you
trash
can go.
and like elitist British
Here's where
hierarchy.
it comes from.
Okay.
My mom grew up Thousand Oaks, California.
No dice. It's okay. I'll use my sleeve. I'm
Went
not
to
going to wear this
school.
ever again.
Yes.
Here's how it happened.
So, my mom grew up Thousand Oaks, California. All the Hollywood people lived there.
Okay.
Went to school with Kurt Russell.
What?
Skipped school, hung out. He had a house that was like paid off. And
Your
he,
mom
like-
went to high school with Kurt Russell.
yeah. So
What a dreamboat.
that's my mom.
Legit.
Dude,
My dad.
Kurt Russell could be your dad, dude, but then
Maybe, but I don't
He wouldn't
think
be on
so.
the podcast if that was the case.
Yeah. Because
he played
so then my
baseball.
dad.
He played baseball. Conspiracies. Where was your mom in 19? Well, I can't remember how old you are.
I'm
Mom,
going to choke
this
on
is
my
probably
Big
a little
Mac.
too late for my mom. You watch this tomorrow in the chat. And then my dad, Logan, farmer.
Logan, Utah. That's
So
where I was born. That's where I was born,
I get
baby.
the taste, but I still like chicken nuggets, potatoes,
Yeah, you get cheese.
I have seen.
cheese.
I think I've seen Fielding eat more chicken nuggets than I've seen my kids eat.
I just remember,
meals wise.
Also-
I just remember we even had like the corp card. We go to like Chili's and I'm like, I'm ordering up like the dibs.
Right.
And all the, so it's like,
Fielding's
you
like-
got chicken tenders.
Hey, can I get a side of mac and cheese with
Mac
that?
and cheese.
Yeah.
Like, that's a kid menu.
Could you trash it up for me?
Yeah. So I'm
Put
at
some
a
mayonnaise. Can you put some mayonnaise in that?
my job.
What type of mayonnaise?
Yeah. Where's it going? Has it touched any fish oil or anything like that? Because I don't want it. I just want rotten eggs mixed together. So I'm at a restaurant.
That was last comment. Philly want to go to Thousand Oaks because it's a round number. cut off the crust, please, dude. Fire. Yeah, Dylan is up late. He's away from his spouse. Dude, hopefully you still have to obey the word wisdom even when you're on vacation.
When you're
or
in,
when you're
Texas.
working.
No, dude, I think this is just Dallin being Dallin.
Oh man,
That's 100. That
Oh,
is so
man.
crazy.
What a legend, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Oh, man.
I can't remember what I was saying.
I know,
I think
okay,
it was
so
about something about
Logan. And,
No, I was, but
Logan.
no. That
and
was
then we
just
talked
like,
about the mayonnaise and your mac and cheese.
No. that was just you guys
I'm
making
sorry.
fun of me.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
Too
so
good, though.
I always get like grilled cheese everywhere we go,
Yeah.
Also true.
or a kids meal.
Also true.
I'm at like a new
He says it like,
normal. Yeah, you guys know this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they had a freaking meal named after me in at corporate, so
Yeah.
that's nothing light. It's
Yeah.
a shake.
That was the only time I ever saw that.
It's
Yeah.
basically famous.
I'm basically famous. I have a picture of it. So I'm out at this new company with a bunch of other managers, and I'm like thinking like, wow, what do I order? I'm probably just gonna get a kids meal. A girl in front of me, lady, is like, and then she turns and she goes, "Is it weird if I just like order like a grilled cheese?" And I was like, showing no emotion.
Okay. You didn't, no tells.
If you, I'm like, you know what? If you order grilled cheese, I'll just order one too. So you're not really
Nice.
doing it by yourself. But secretly, I was like,
Yes.
I want a grilled cheese, but I don't want to look sissy.
Yeah.
So
Now you're like a hero.
said I'm a hero,
Prince Valiant.
but really,
He got to eat his.
I gotta
really
eat my
wanted.
grilled cheese.
Do you make grilled cheese at home or do you have to get them at restaurants only?
Get them at restaurants only.
Dude, I knew they're better at home.
Huh?
Hey, here's
Yeah,
the
dude. With the right
Christine has
cheese?
made some banger of grilled cheese though.
Okay.
Yeah, but careful. Christine's watching this, dude.
Yeah.
You better throw
Cause she'll like
some credit her
butter
way.
up the sides. It's perfect.
What little hack? I got a couple grilled cheese
And
hacks.
then she cuts it
I learned this from Lucero.
kitty ears.
Yes, kitty ears.
Yeah.
Josh Lucero, Mexican American,
Yeah.
patriot, wonderful human.
Yeah.
Taught me this. He called it the Mexican trick. You put the cheese on the grill a little bit. You put the bread with the butter on the cheese. Then you throw the cheese on so that it spills out of the bread.
Okay, time out. You've already lost me.
First of all, I think it's really important that we read Dallin's most recent comment. Plot twist: the lady was an empath and knew what you needed.
Ah.
So you thought you were playing her. but
Did
was
she
playing you.
disappear after? Oh wait, she never existed. This is part of Philly's broken psyche. No, don't just let me finish, and then you can. I knew you spill
Come to
it.
think about it,
on purpose.
I've never,
Seen that girl ever again?
I never
That's super
saw her again.
weird.
Yeah, she
I
was at
saw
that
her when I was
manager
in a
meeting
car
one
accident.
day.
I saw her when the plane was experiencing turbulence. And I experienced when I almost had to order a grilled cheese
By myself.
by myself. Just traumatic
The
times.
guardian angel.
It's like deep inside building psyche. Another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
Inception.
schizophrenic
Okay.
tendency.
So you said you throw the cheese. Christine, take
You
note.
sprinkle it. You sprinkle it on
You
the
sprinkle
grill.
the cheese on the
It starts
grill.
to sizzle a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit of sizzle.
And the bread is buttered, and you stick it right on that. So there's
Okay, you put it on the cheese.
yeah. So like
Last time you said you put it on the grill, and so I was like, well, how much grill space are we
no
working with?
no. So like this is the grill.
Okay.
Fingertips of
Fielding is a
shredded
wonderful
cheese,
life.
and you're like,
What a
when it
great movie
scatters.
reference.
Then you take the bread and you put it down.
Okay.
First piece buttered on one side.
Yeah.
Then you take a big handful of cheese, drop it on that piece of bread, and it spills onto the grill as well.
Okay.
And it starts to melt on the grill, obviously, and kind of like get that crunchy.
Okay.
Then you take the other bread, put it on top. It's buttered on the top. You wait for the flip. When you flip it, it has these ears of cheese that are hanging out. Crispy, grilled cheese crunchiness.
Okay.
And then in the middle of the bread is protected from the grill, so it's still chewy and gooey.
Yeah.
So you have all these weird textures and different flavors because the cheese also gets this weird, good, yummy flavor from kind of being burnt. Not burnt, that's not the right word, but It is
Okay.
next level, and that is a Mexican grilled cheese, according to my Mexican friend. I don't know if that is true, but
I feel like he's
I'm
given
pretty
us
sure
a lot of good
that's,
food stuff and
culture appropriation.
never led us astray.
yeah. Honestly, he has. And
These fries are really good.
I made a Mexican hot dog once that he taught me how to make. Do you remember that, Steel?
The onions?
Yeah, when we made all this.
Like the 4 pounds of onions.
Dude, it was just like smothered in all this yummy stuff, and
Yeah.
it was so good.
I love it.
He was, I think, one of the first ones that started making fun of me for
Dig Daddy
ordering a kids
Trump.
meal.
Okay.
Welcome, Dig Daddy Trump.
Dig Daddy Trump.
Happy wife, dominate, confident alpha husband, leading her.
I think he's talking about Philly leading his wife.
Yeah.
Is that true, Christine?
Actually, Trump.
It's probably actually Trump, dude. What if it was?
Actually, Trump.
Welcome,
yeah.
Trump.
Dude, what do they call those accounts where it's like the
Burner.
No, they call it like the Insta, the fake Insta, the Finsta. It's Trump's Finsta, dude.
Okay.
He's
All
like,
right.
what am I doing? Not much. I will say this.
I'm not going
does
to help
remind
you,
me-
Dallin.
It
Press
doesn't
buy,
remind-
bro. You'll not regret it.
It does. I'm on Blade HQ. And I need help.
Throw a couple Civivi knives in there. Hey,
Dell's an addict.
Oh my goodness.
find this one on there. I can't remember the name of this one, but take a look at that, Dallin. Here, you know what? I'm going to even give you a better look, dude. You're,
I'm on Blade HQ. This is like Dallin's porn.
look at that one, dude.
He's like a porn addict, but
Help me.
for
It's
knives.
outrageous. Daniel.
No, but, hey, I will say this.
Lean in, bro, lean in.
Back to this political stuff. 78-year-old Trump. I've never seen someone work that hard for 4 years. Yeah. Even the guy, one of the talking heads here was talking about earlier, is like, if what Trump had gone through since January 6th of 2021 to now, with the trials, the campaigning,
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, selling Chinese Bibles and then getting away with it somehow.
attempts.
Yeah.
Assassination attempts. He's like, I've never. The guy's pretty. Even if I hated him, I would be like, he's pretty tough.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I lost a sale, and I didn't fall asleep till like 3 a.m. just worried about stuff.
Yeah.
Trump gets shot and goes golfing the next day at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Dude, what a legend. Okay, by the way, really quick.
That's presidential. You remember Bush? You know, they're good like, hey, worry about the terrorist attacks and blah blah blah. He's
Now
like,
watch
he's
me
like,
hit this
hey,
ball.
we're not
Oh,
gonna be,
Kevin-
we're not gonna be afraid of terrorists. We won't be scared.
Kevin says
Never
there's a
watched this drive.
Civivi promo ending tonight, so
Well, this podcast has to end before midnight. Gotta get online.
45 minutes,
Okay,
boys.
real quick update. I want to throw this out there so everyone can see on the pod. This is Nevada as it's breaking out right now. Okay, as the state as a whole, 51% Trump, 47% Kamala. Now look at Vegas.
jeez.
Okay, Clark County. Right now, Kamala is in the lead, 50%.
Whoa, he's doing better there
Okay,
than I thought he
and
would.
Trump's he's at 48%. It's only about a 15,000 vote difference, which is impressive, at least in Clark County. Like that.
Dang.
That's pretty awesome.
I have a question. I have a question though. What is Chase Miller thinking right now? Go back to that. Go down there and just hover over that again. Go down or Chase Oliver.
Chase
What's
Oliver.
Chase Oliver thinking? He's just like, guys, we did it.
He's probably got his own party going on right now, and he's like,
I mean,
We did it.
I'm a libertarian, and I'm like, just like, why can't we get more traction, dude? It's like,
dude, it's at, first of all,
Also, why are
Chase
you
is
why are
already-
you throwing your vote away?
True. But
Yeah.
only 2,000 people did. But here's his Chase's thing. He's like, hey guys, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You want to smoke weed? Do it.
Yeah.
You want their party is like, you want to do it? Do it.
Yeah.
And then people are like, nah, I prefer to have either government control my thoughts or government control your thoughts. That's really
That's profound.
yeah, it's interesting.
dude, Trump's dropping some bombs in our chat right now. He
Big
said
Daddy Trump?
7-year-old me outworks most men in their 20s, all thanks to badger milk. That's
Okay.
interesting. I'll have to
Okay.
look into that.
Hey.
And then he also threw in shocker, Vegas, which is primarily inner city people, homeless, welfare dependent, and at best, GED voting for candidate promising more handouts.
Dang.
I mean, that's a solid take. In if
We crave subjugation.
Dig Daddy Trump bringing in.
so
Thanks, Dick Daddy.
so. Do you guys want to hear a coaching story from my coaching life?
Of course I do.
I do. Buckle
So
up.
I'm
I'm
coaching
gonna eat
this,
my fries,
coaching
too.
this gentleman, and he's a
I'm the
restaurant.
only one eating my
We
food, by the way.
crave subjugation.
Except for Steel. Steel's
Who
eating.
said
Dallin.
that?
Because Loki was right. We
Oh.
crave subjugation.
I think Dallin's. That's a true thing. We have to come back to that. But this is a true coaching story. I coaching this guy. Name's Mike. He's actually out of Vegas, and he sells restaurant supplies.
Okay.
And I was talking to him about like how tough it can be selling things, and he goes, I don't really get that bent out of shape about sales because 16 years ago I was addicted to meth, living in the tunnels underneath Las Vegas.
Okay, the tunnels
Yeah.
under Vegas
Yeah.
have to be the most terrifying thought. And these are like not just like normal like trafficking things. These are like scary meth heads
Yeah.
that like live down there. And then
Yes.
people have gone in, like a meth head will like take somebody in and show them around.
Well, I met a guy who verbally told me about it.
Yeah.
He recovered.
That's terrifying.
He got out,
That's-
got married, and
that's
has a
terrifying.
job now.
Meth is like one of those things like you don't come back from.
Here's a crazy part about it. He's pretty successful, and he does not get like his keel is even.
What'd you say his name was?
Mike.
It's probably Hunter Biden, actually.
Party
He's
animal.
like, hey, my name is Mike.
I don't know. He looks pretty rough.
Okay,
dude.
here, real quick, some more updates for everyone. This is a big deal.
I left my Coke at the White House.
Check this out.
Dallin, we didn't save Dallin. He has
Hey, you can.
You deserve him, Dallin.
Yeah, and you're more than welcome to donate one to the Connect the Dots
Yeah.
podcast.
So it's a true story. Dallin did donate a knife to me. Dallin, put in the chat what that knife you gave me was, so Daniel can lust after it. But I went up.
Yeah, I will
up
lust after it.
I went up, and it's one of these types. It's this long and like survival type knife, like a Bowie knife, but it's not a Bowie knife. And we took it. We're like chopping wood like this, and then we're
Good
taking a
sharp
log
knife
and like
then, huh?
smashing it down, and it still is like could slice a tomato. It is the craziest knife I've
All
ever
right.
seen.
Down, you better put that in the chat. Going back really quick, an important update. This is the Senate seats for the 2024 Senate race results. Republicans flipped 2 seats. They now have the majority in the Senate.
Another false news report from that media going, oh, it's going to go completely Democrat. And they're showing like.
Nope. And here is the actual seat breakdown. So they do.
Bro, so Trump's going to get the Senate and the House? Is that right?
Well, let's check the House here really quick.
He's the last president, so yeah.
House. Could be.
Bro.
Buckle up.
I mean, if you have everything, you just say dictator for life, and then it's good. And then you would call him Caesar.
And I'd be like,
Wait a minute.
Okay,
I wanna
right
be
now.
subjugated.
Right now, House race results 218 to win. Democrats have flipped 3, Republicans have flipped 3, so it's basically a split. But
Oh.
could go both ways. So there is the potential of a Republican president, Republican
oh, they just
House.
called Pennsylvania.
They just called-
No way. Are we going to actually be out here before midnight and have the election decided?
Dude, maybe. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me give another update here.
Pennsylvania called.
According to Fox News,
I
Trump is
might-
at 267.
His and my jants.
267.
Bro.
Kamala's at 216.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me back out.
He gets a reference. You know,
Solid
like this.
reference, dude.
Let me back out here really quick.
If you change the first letter of offensive words, it makes them okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
Yeah.
That's one of my core values and one of my planks that I'll run on when I run for city council of Lehigh, Utah.
I swear in front of my kids like that all the time. They have no idea.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, I say like I poop in my pants because I replaced the first letter with the last letter.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Sometimes.
It's like some pig Latin stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is wild down.
Adam Schiff won. Oh man, that guy. I'm glad he won actually because I do love when Trump goes after Schiff.
Yeah.
This guy is an evil.
Just a
idiot.
weasel, dude.
His brain is deformed. He's ugly. His head's the wrong shape. Never seen a smaller neck. I mean, I'm just like,
Yeah.
get wrecked.
Well, that's pretty exciting. Pennsylvania's called for him right now. At this point,
Legendary.
if that's
So he could win Nevada. If he
doesn't
wins
matter.
any other state,
It doesn't
he
matter.
wins.
If he wins any other
Dallin.
state, Michigan, Wisconsin,
Adam Schiff
Minnesota,
loses
Arizona,
pizza on me.
Nevada, Alaska, even. He wins any of those.
Soon,
it's
Trump expected to speak.
game ball.
Schiff already won, Dallin. He's like way up.
Yeah.
Bet, yeah, I agree with you. Oh, a Tran one. I guess that's the way it goes nowadays.
Yeah. Tran beat Steele.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Dang. Steele, why don't you step up, bro?
Yeah, that's a little disappointing.
Should have
bro.
campaigned harder.
Should have campaigned harder.
That knife was an SE5. ESEE5.
Oh, an SE5.
Yeah.
I have
and
the SE7
it is.
in OD green. I'll pull that on
The
the.
fives are better, I heard.
Yeah,
That's what I heard from somebody.
Yeah, and I've also heard that 5 inches is better than 7
Actually,
inches.
here's what probably happened. We've been ripping on Philly, but
Sure it is.
let me throw some back down. So I do have the SE5, and now I just realized there's an SE7. So now I understand. Dallon's like, what am I doing with this piece of garbage? SE5.
Yeah, here you go.
Here you go. I'm gonna get the SE7.
Yeah,
Or whatever.
exactly.
Upgrade gear.
But by the way,
Dallon has always loved gear.
Dallon's like, I have the SE9. All right, Dallon. Calm down. You're also much bigger than me, okay? It's pretty normal. That should be the case.
I do love that. Dallon has always loved gear. He played baseball, and he was really good at baseball. State champion.
Fielding has the SE10.
He was a pitcher, and I'm still convinced that his number one reason for playing baseball was because it was the sport that had the most gear. You had a bag, bat, gloves, slidey pants, hats.
And if it starts sprinkling rain a little bit,
Yeah, you're done.
You go in the dugout.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, he was great at it, but I still think that it wasn't, I don't know why he liked it.
Let's see what the market's doing.
She got the Colonel Sanders outfit on.
That's
Are
pretty
they calling the
interesting.
whole thing now? Trump expected to speak?
Well,
or is
Trump's
Trump-
expected to speak, but
Is he just coming out and being like, all right, guys, 267's good enough?
screw the Electoral College. I'm calling it.
Let's
New
wrap it up.
rules.
Well, let's take a look here really quick. Market's still trending up. It likes it.
I would really like to see. So that means that they had all the. I would really like to see that one lady that was like on her knees and she kind of looked like that comedian that was in Walter Mitty. What's that guy's name that was in Walter Mitty?
Ben Stiller.
Comedian?
No, the one that was worked for the. He'd always call him on the phone.
It's Todd Me Harmony, but
Yeah, Todd from eHarmony. Anyway, look it up on Walter Mitty. Todd from eHarmony, pretty big comedian. But then this lady looks like him, and she's on her knees, and she's got her glasses on, and she's.
Oh
just like,
yeah. She pissed off liberal.
I want to see like where's she at now. Here's I got $20. She's voting Trump this time.
Probably.
Because she's like, oh wait, you guys went off the rails. Because 2016 Democrats, too liberal for me, but I'm pretty conservative. 2016 Democrats are like would be like called names
They're
by
like-
2024 Democrats.
Oh
Yeah, they're
and
like
the
the
2016
Soviet-
Democrats are now Republicans.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Rogan was a solid liberal back then.
Oh,
Elon
yeah.
Musk was
Well, he
giving
would-
millions of dollars to the Democratic campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Rogan like talks about like
That's the funniest
people
part,
would
dude.
meet him and be like MAGA stuff and like I
And
love
he's
the
like,
show and he's just like
I'm a liberal.
not like I don't vote. I'm not for Trump.
And the weird
I
thing is,
don't- I'm
Joe Rogan
not- I
stayed
don't agree with
liberal.
you.
And then it's like the whole world just went.
Right.
Jordan Peterson.
I will say this too. That's kind of sad for us
Yeah.
because I'm over here on the conservative side, and it's like now I'm just like alone and left on the sidelines.
In which
I don't
stance?
Because Trump's not conservative, in my opinion.
No.
I don't think he is either.
I mean, he embraces some stuff. I love what he did at the Supreme Court on abortion. That's my number one concern.
He's a spokesperson for
Yeah.
the White Hats.
Okay, give us. Let's dig in on some white hats. I want some hopium.
Oh my gosh. Dig Daddy Trump just posted a picture for his profile. It's hard to see, but it looks like
Patton
Trump
Oswalt.
in whitey tighties.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Down,
he said
you
he's
know.
about to speak too.
The comedian.
About to
The comedian is Patton Oswalt.
Oh yeah.
Gear means steroids. Yeah, Dallin wishes he could take steroids.
Dude, if Dallin took steroids, he'd look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like 6 feet taller. He'd be like Goliath.
I would tell you, he went and got his testosterone tested. I can't tell you. I don't know why he's getting tested. Like, I can't even tell you what the score was. It was very high.
He's a healthy ox of,
like
of a
2,000.
human.
Yeah. It's like he shaved, and when he gets to this side grows back.
Like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's legit.
Yeah.
No, my
One
brother's
day I
a
hope
stud.
to be a man like Dallin.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet. Dallin, when he's on the podcast, he better show up. We're really talking up a game for him.
I don't know if I could handle his burns in person.
Big Daddy, that's
melt
true. But
away.
he's actually, Patton Oswalt is a crazy liberal, and he's not very funny. I agree with his stand-up, but he nails it as Todd from eHarmony in perhaps the greatest movie of all time. What's Eating Walter Mitty? So it's not What's Eating Walter Mitty. That's What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yeah, it's the secret.
The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Thank you.
We got what you were saying.
Dallin says that he tested 987, Fielding's 990, and Big Dick Daddy Trump says
you're under
if you're under 900,
So yeah,
you're tested low.
I got a testosterone story. I go to the doctor. This is many years ago, and I got tested because I was feeling a little sluggish. And they said you're normal, and I'm like, okay, thanks. See you later. And I asked no follow-up questions because I don't know why.
Because you're a cuck, and so
Yeah, because my
low T.
testosterone was low. So I'm like, you whatever you say. Okay. So I get home. My
Probably
wife's like, so
female
what?
doctor.
What's your thing? I'm like, they said I'm normal, and she's like, okay, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? What does that mean? She's like, well, what does that mean? And
You didn't ask me
So
follow-up.
we called back, and they're like, it's a 160, which is normal for men, but that includes men aged 0 to like 90. So I was really on the lower end of like 90-year-olds. So I ended up getting some tests, and my first round.
They called that normal?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I might need to get mine tested again.
So I
didn't ask follow-up questions
So
either.
our target is around 800.
Okay.
Me and this therapist, this hormone therapist. So I get it. I'm putting it on. I did the lotion. I'm applying it every day. And I remember I was getting off the freeway once, coming home from Orem, North State Street, taking that exit on Lehigh by the roller mills, and I had to immediately come across and then turn right, and I had been in the wrong lane, so I had to get over. So I go to get over, and a guy zooms up and like cuts me off.
And you're
so-
like, I'm just trying to go to Subway.
So you know what I did?
You didn't flip him off.
I crashed my Suburban into his car.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. So roid rage is real. 900's pretty high. My score when I went and got it tested after that was 1600. So
Oh my God.
the dose was a little bit high for me, and it did affect my ability. Now I will say this: I did feel great because you don't think anything you do can be wrong.
Right.
That's a weird thing that you're just like, oh, I feel great.
Yeah.
All your swelling and inflammation goes down. You just have a pencil, you eat it.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
do anything besides be a total
That's
stud.
like peak male performance. Just
That's like what I do all the time.
Dude, read Dallin's comments, dude. He's. I don't know if you're gonna be able. Maybe we can't have him. You're gonna make Billy cry. Gosh, dude.
so. Listen to this. Listen to this.
It's killing me. My side, my cheeks side hurts.
So we
Oh
have
my gosh.
like these shirts and stuff that people wear that have like the shoulder pads in them,
Yeah.
and I freaking hate them because they like bulk up. Like, dude, I think Dallin like knows me.
Does he know you?
This is insane.
This is weird.
Yeah,
He's stalking you.
like
or
the
something.
shoulder things are that like. I hate that, dude.
I knew it. He has a thing
I
with
think
that.
we look like idiots.
Hey, Dallin, when Fielding drinks from a Red Bull can, what is his common implement? This is actually the part that when I first met Fielding, I did not understand it. It was like, it was mostly the way you delivered the news of what you were doing. I just walk in and Fielding's got his Red Bull can, and he's faced like away from me, like I'm behind him over here, and he's like, and starts sucking out of his straw.
My pinky was probably out.
Dude, he beat you. Said straw metal.
It would have been. He actually got
The
a
metal
straw.
ones were gifts from my team members. I was not worried about the sea turtles.
Yeah.
I had a huge bag. And then I got for my
Turtle-killing
birthday a
straws.
straw dispenser.
I remember the straw dispenser, like from a diner. You'd pull it up and
Yeah.
withdraw
Yeah.
straw. Oh, it was epic.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that, dude.
Would you believe that?
Freaking Dallin knows you.
Would
like,
you
on a personal
believe
level.
that all of my kids drink all of their things through straws?
Dude, I will say it's a superior experience.
It is.
Unless it's a good draft root beer. I like to go no straw if
Here's
it's
the
a
thing.
glass.
Here's what I hate about it. So like, let's say you're at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're doing like important stuff, and then like somebody in line looks over and they're like, "Hey, I have a question for the manager," and the manager's just in there like. Smashing an energy drink versus you look over and they're just like,
It's true. I actually need to probably execute fielding discipline on my Zoom calls because this is me on Zoom calls because I'm on like today I was on like 6 Zoom calls and a lot of them are coaching, so you have to like bring some energy, right?
Right,
And then you got to
right.
catch their energy and give it back to them. Yeah, and it's exhausting. And so my monster then is like I do that exact thing, Philly.
Yeah.
It's like the Zoom call and it's like.
yeah,
And it's like, oh yeah, tell me more about that.
yeah.
I think I need to take your advice.
And
get
I would
some
be
straws.
talking to you sitting with like my legs crossed, like pathetic.
You know what's funny, Philly? I actually noticed your leg crossing as well. I was born knock-kneed and with thunder thighs. I don't even know how to cross my legs. I can cross them like a man crosses them,
Yeah,
Like at the ankles?
but not like a general authority, high councilman woman.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking like a leg cross, like knees? Like up
Well, you
high?
can't do it either.
I know. I got
Thunder
too
thighs.
much leg.
Like
dude.
Watch how Fielding does it. Look at that.
Yeah, no, I'm too fat for that.
You
I don't
can't- you
have the
can't really do it
flexibility.
either.
I gotta show
Oh,
off
you
my
can do
stand
it.
socks.
Hey, my son can do
It's a
it.
good call. He the way he does it is
Took
stand
a
sock.
class over there. His name's Steele. Of course he can do it.
Well, look
Yeah,
at
that's
his
a good
look at
point.
his sock pant combo.
That's what
Wow.
I mean. Yeah, you name
guys
him
are on the same
Steele,
level.
of course he's gonna be posh, dude.
I should have named Steelding.
Yeah, opportunity missed.
Man, too bad, man.
You can always change it. That's
Oh, he's
right.
dropping some. Dow's dropping some Tom McDonald now.
Dude, no,
more
I-
plastic straws wrapped in paper. Just paper straws wrapped in plastic. Congratulations, activism saved the planet.
Dallin, thank you for bringing Tom McDonald up. We should shout him out more. What a legend.
Dude, I cannot get enough of his freaking the raps. Not only does he drop them so fast.
Yeah, like
But they're
like he
epic.
dropped one the day the Trump got shot,
Yeah,
and it's a banger.
dude. Yeah, and it's like so.
Look
good.
at that dude.
That's got to be security.
WWF has voted securely for Trump. Apparently,
There's dudes in there that have more.
It
that
is
have
over,
no
right?
neck. It's just shoulder straight to like shoulder, like head to shoulders, man.
that's when you can have
Jacked.
literally the most GEIGH haircut, but you pull it off because you're massive.
Yeah. Yeah. No one's gonna say anything to that
Where
guy
you
about it.
transcend in any sort of. Oh wow! I actually am kind of relieved. Like this is incredible to me. Like
I was worried when we were saying we were gonna do this.
yeah,
I was like, yeah, but it's gonna drag on for like 4 days.
I don't know, dude. With him being at
But now it's like-
267,
Now it's like,
dang, dude, it might.
Yeah.
We might
what
have
are
an
the
answer
states
tonight.
that are left? You have Nevada, New Mexico. Both
Here we
of those
go.
could go Trump, but probably won't.
So it looks like Wisconsin, or sorry, not Wisconsin. Sorry, Minnesota. Looks like Minnesota is
blue.
gonna go blue. Okay, but we've got Michigan, where right now,
Didn't you say Michigan was quite a Trump was?
yeah. So he has
Pull
two.
the county thing up on that one.
Yeah. So let's pull up. Let's. Actually, I don't.
Go to the other one.
Yeah, I might go to the other one because it shows a little bit better. Let's go to Michigan.
I wonder if they'll still take a bet.
Here we go. I like this better.
I'm all in, baby.
So right now he's at 52% for the state. He has 243,000 more votes for him
and what
than,
percentages of it
than
is?
Kamala. And right now, let's see here. Total state. Hold on. I might jump back.
Where's
to
Detroit at, by the way? Have they been counted? What percentage?
Detroit's at 32%.
Oh, that's why they aren't calling it.
Yeah.
Because it'll probably go, what, 60-40, maybe even 70-30 Kamala?
Yeah, I would think so. So that's up for debate on that one. Jury's still out, everybody. Same thing.
I don't know about this lady on Fox with the pilgrim outfit.
I said Colonel Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
It's that, Colonel Sanders freaking,
It's like if she did Colonel Sanders and Lady Gaga designed it for her.
yeah.
Yeah, Wisconsin's still
She's cosplaying.
Probably
out. Racist, dude.
Probably is.
Dude, let's
Like
look at Arizona here really quick. Arizona, it's tight. In
Shelby,
Arizona.
are you on? If you are on, please go vote. That's my sister. She's in Arizona.
Yeah. And it looks like
She was undecided till just recently.
dude, 75,
Just kidding.
75% Nevada, and Trump's in the lead. Arizona's at 50%.
Whoa, Minnesota called.
That Harris will take Minnesota.
In at 75%.
Dude, can we flip it to CNN and see some crybabies?
Yeah.
These guys are getting a little too rambunctious on Fox News. They're like, oh yeah.
They're having too much of a good time. Yeah, let's
It's
take a
over
look
there.
really
It's
quick.
got
I
it's
think
got
I'm gonna
Kamala
buy.
at 267.
Yeah.
It's like completely obvious.
They're like, look, Donald Trump called for another riot.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Let's find CNN.
I'd just like to hear the other side a little
Let me
bit.
go this way. It'll be faster.
This is actually a blast, dude. We need to do this more often. Should we just
Gosh,
carry
I can run the
cameras
app
with us
TV,
all
I
times?
swear.
It's live stream.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, it's gonna make me go in alphabetical order. Whoop, there it is.
There it is.
CNN.
It's going to make me go in
Election night.
alphabetical order. CNN.
Yeah, dude, but I got a lot of channels, man.
What? All right.
All right, so now we're on CNN. Let's see what these guys are saying.
That's the one who worked for him and then trashes him and is on The View all the time.
Ew, gross.
She looks
I'm
like
gonna go to the bathroom.
She looks like one of those kind of older ladies that
Sorry,
still gets with their friends and like buys like boba drinks and does like TikTok videos.
Yeah.
She's like, girls, we can do this. I know everyone says we're too old, but let's show them.
Yeah.
And they're like,
So drumming on
Whatever's-
balls.
yeah.
Whatever, some stupid TikTok
Yeah,
trend.
she looks like she goes to the gym and just has those one like jumping rollerblade things.
So which one? So they haven't called Pennsylvania yet.
Okay, but they didn't call something for Harris too, because Fox had Harris
At two
higher
something.
as well. So they just must be holding back. Smart. I think it's smart to hold back. It used to be smart to go out first when calling it, but
Yeah. After they
no one
watched.
trusts them anymore. So they're like, let's be more trustworthy.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with how Trump did in places like New Hampshire.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are like, it's maple syrup season. We're still going to go vote.
Yeah.
Minnesota Harris, New Hampshire Harris. Okay, New Hampshire's off. Maine. Yeah, why do they
So
even have Maine
Arizona,
up there? Who
he's
cares?
ahead by 0.87.
Michigan,
Pennsylvania.
Trump's ahead by 6% on CNN, bro.
Michigan, he's ahead by 6%.
CNN is still saying that he instigated January 6th while he's winning. I'd be careful saying that. One of the things they had to got Trump is that he's going to like come out and use it against him. I hope he doesn't.
Yeah,
I
somebody
can
was
see
like,
Trump doing
somebody's
it.
like, he doesn't have to play nice. He doesn't have to win again. So he's just going to come out and eliminate all of his enemies.
I hope he doesn't use the justice system to do that stuff.
But also,
I don't know, man. That does make me nervous about him. I don't think he'll do it. I definitely don't think he'll try to become a dictator. He'll be 82 when it's over. I mean, he could die. I mean, they're trying to shoot him every 2 months.
they are trying to shoot him every 2 months.
Look at these guys being like, oh, you are not. You love it, dude. You love it because you don't have to fight anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Climate disasters? Dude, what's this guy's name? I forget his name. He's the one that went and bombed some clinic back when he was a young buck.
Rich Boy's Not Out.
Yeah. Political realignment. This is what this guy said.
They've also done this like every 4 or 8 years for the last 30 years.
Democrats have been in charge 12 out of 16 years. Did we forget that?
Yeah.
Not even 12. 16. 16 out of 20. Right? Obama. Trump. No.
Well, if you start like,
No, because it was Bush before Obama.
well, Clinton. So if you do Clinton,
True.
Don't go in there for 20 to 45 minutes. Open
Yeah.
the window.
don't worry, I'm not using it. Got my own at my house.
Fielding's like, I will literally just expel it through my pores
Yeah.
before I.
Yeah. Remember, I got my food to go,
Fielding,
but I keep
I have a
snapping
question.
on my French fries.
I have a question for you. Do you like bidets?
Ooh, that's a great question. Or are you more of like a warm, wet boy? Oh man, I left it on the website when I went to the bathroom. Sorry, guys.
I am in the process of being sold on using our bidet. We'll say that.
So you have a bidet, but you're not sold on using it. You're more of a wet wipe.
Chris Webby.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Trump comments when we were talking about Tommy McDonald. He's talking about Chris
Ask me
Webby.
a question that doesn't listen.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I did get distracted by my ADHD and my
Yeah.
lazy communication style. But
Yeah.
okay.
I was
so-
talking to a person that I work with now who used to work with us. And he was asking about how like people were doing. And he was like, unfortunately, my like favorite people that I work with, or that I used to work with, he's like, are terrible texters. So you guys wait months to respond to me. And I was like,
Is that directed at you, Philly?
well, I was in that group.
I mean, I
You
text
were
while
in
I
that
drive.
group.
So
Daniel. And
I text back. Who is this? I
there's
need
a,
to
there's
confront
a
them.
few other. Go look at your freaking text history and go back a few weeks. Who's asked you a
Dude,
question that you
will
haven't answered?
I will say this though. I have this thing in my car now that it didn't do it for like the first 4 years I owned it, where now it reads my texts, but it does it like involuntarily. And then so if I have 5 texts, it just goes, bring, you have a message. But then I'm driving, so if I don't look through, so there's no notifications as soon as it checks. So now I'm like, how do I turn this freaking thing off? Because I will say, like, Karen will text me or something, and then I don't get it, and she's like, I texted you, and then I look, and then sure enough,
She
there's
did
a
text you,
freaking
but your car was going to read it to you.
Yes,
And it cleared the
then
notification.
and I should remember that this signaled me to check my texts, but by the time I get home or whatever,
Yeah.
So dang it, I better freaking text back. Now I'm gonna have to go through all my freaking text.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably like a setting in your like Apple CarPlay or something.
Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
Old people.
Old people. Yeah.
I mean, dude, I texted Connor the other day,
Our homeboy Connor.
dude.
Hey, he's a good
Maybe
kid.
You just have to tell me who.
Maybe
it is.
I
Connor's
will.
Dig Daddy Trump.
I don't want to be. I hate that actually. I hate being left on red, and I hate leaving people on red.
Yeah. But at least they know, like, you saw the message. Because then it's nice. It's like, hey, You got what I was saying. And that's what really matters.
Dude, Alaska.
We got a question about Rumble. Are we going to be on Rumble with our live streams?
Yeah, I'm lazy, guys. I haven't gotten that set up yet.
Travis
But
asks that
yes,
question every week.
We are, yeah.
Well,
And
someone just asked
I
me.
always
is there
get,
a way to
I always get so
live stream on
dialed into
Rumble?
getting the live stream ready. We go live, and I'm like, bitch,
I didn't have Rumble.
I
Yeah.
needed to hook it up Rumble. But yes, we are eventually going to do Rumble and YouTube at the same time, and do both. I don't know why balloons just showed up on the pod. I don't know why that does that. I think it has
Did
something
it
to
with
do
your
with
hand
Apple
gesture?
software. Because if you do like the peace sign, let's see if it does it. It'll do balloons.
Sick.
And then if you do you do it on yours and give the camera a peace sign. You
have to hold it.
hold it like that. There you go. There you go.
I usually like
If
to
you
go like this.
If you give it a thumbs up, it'll give you a thumbs up balloon.
Wow.
Wow, Apple.
Yeah. Apple just throwing out
Stealing
some
all
random
of the
things.
data that I've ever created and then selling it to foreign agents is worth it.
Yeah, for those balloons right there, dude. Big
Yep.
deal.
Yeah.
There's another one I can't remember. It like makes like balloons or
I actually
something
don't
pop
think
up.
Apple can steal my data anymore because I have an Apple.
Because you push something that says just ask the apps not to track instead of
And
we're
I
gonna
trust
track.
that. I
Yeah,
trust
and you
that.
just say it's like let them track or ask them not to track.
I do
Okay,
like
hold
that.
on,
I do
hold
like
on.
it isn't the thing that comes. I did notice this Fielding. It doesn't come up and say, "Don't let this."
Okay, I have to interrupt you,
ask
Travis.
the app.
Yeah.
Pretty please.
Yeah.
According to Fox
Whoa.
News, they just called Wisconsin.
And that
They
makes
just
it
called it, saying that Trump won the election,
Hey, Jake Tapper's
277 to 226 currently, but Trump is the next president, according to Fox News. CNN right now still hasn't called Wisconsin. Let's see if Axios has called it. Axios hasn't called it either. So as of right now, Fox News did call.
Fox News learned its
We're gonna-
lesson
we're gonna
the first
jump-
time.
They're like,
so they're
even
like,
if we're wrong.
we're gonna say it's right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna jump back to Fox News here really quick and see what's happening
Jake
there.
Tapper was just explaining why the race was like 211 to 230.
What a good guy.
Jake Tapper.
Man,
he
I'm
got
gonna be-
so wrecked.
I'm gonna be air
Who
frying my
wrecked
French
him?
fries pretty soon.
So it looks like at Trump headquarters, it is a party. And I
Well,
imagine
American flags.
Trump's gonna be out soon. Yeah, Fox News is saying Trump is elected as the 47th president of the United States.
Let's go.
He's gonna come out and they're gonna shoot at him again.
How does this fit
I
in?
hope not.
How does that fit into Ezra's eagle?
I don't know, dude.
Because Biden didn't, and then now just Trump is the last president. If
Yeah.
according to Ezra's eagle.
Yeah. According to Ezra's Eagle, the next president is the last president, no matter
That's
who's elected.
that's what all the liberals are worried about. Maybe they're right.
It's because Trump comes in and he's cleaning all the corruption out, and on their way out, they're like resetting the board. They're gonna ruin everything. World War III.
It
It's
wouldn't take that much.
it's almost too good to be true at this point. Oh, I'm getting a notification from producer
Mary.
Mary. Make sure I'm reading it. Yes, I see it. That's a big deal, dude. It's hard for me to get like excited yet, just because of the shenanigans last time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dude, there's the My Pillow guy,
Mike Lindell.
Mike Lindell.
Dude.
He's excited.
His promo code on one of his things was
Big
Q.
Daddy Trump asks, "What other ones do we do? What other platforms do we do
Is
it
it
on?"
True Social my platform?
Big Daddy Trump, where are you? What state are you located in?
Obviously,
He's
country?
like Florida,
he's in
Or what
Pennsylvania.
country?
and I'm in Pennsylvania right now.
Big Daddy Trump, what's your SSID?
Yeah.
I just need a
love
couple
it.
voice recordings and the
dox
last
him.
four of your social, if
Yeah.
you could. No, I am curious where, we had that one person from Australia once. We had a person from Britain.
What's
and
that
Canada.
guy's name?
Oh,
It's
that's
something cool.
Trey Gowdy.
And he's
Trey Gowdy,
He's
yeah.
a literal legend. It's like
He
Yeah.
is a legend, dude.
he tears people apart. I actually feel bad for him when he rips people.
Look
apart.
how like his hair's cut. His hair is cut
Oh,
like
he's
to
in Zion with us. I
to
love
the
it.
letter.
Yeah.
And then his hair is like slicked back. He just makes me nervous. Like if I was in an elevator by myself with him, I'd be like, he could kill me.
Oh yeah.
And then he would like
if
not
he's
even
a-
show
If
emotion.
he's
So
a Democrat, I'm like lizard person.
My mother-in-law will like want to come to like Christine's like dance competitions, but she really just uses it as an excuse to like get away from her family.
Okay.
Because she doesn't like do anything but just stay in the hotel room and watch like murder mystery stuff.
That sounds legit.
So if
though.
I'm
I
like
support that.
hanging out in there between like the stuff, I'm like sitting listening to some like murder mystery thing, and I was listening to the stories, and I'm like, that's like Trey Gowdy, and he's like a young guy talking about like these cases and how they went and like got all these bad guys.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, he's freaking rad back then too.
He's lethal with his wit
Yeah.
and his intelligence.
He's brilliant.
They were asking him if he ever wanted to run for president. He was like, nah, I couldn't do as much. And I'm like, okay.
Dude, what a legend.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fox News, they've basically called it. I think they're celebrating at this point. Their website says, let me go back to it here really quick. I popped it up really fast for the connectors to see.
I wonder what
but,
the hang up is on everybody else calling it.
hope.
I guess
I was
just,
gonna say, yeah.
Right now, their
Like, are
news
we gonna
heading is
steal this
Donald
thing?
Trump projected to become the 47th president of the United States, what their website says. But on on their actual channel, it says Trump elected 47th
Interesting.
president.
Has
So I
that
think
ever happened before?
where they've called it?
John
and it's
Voight.
wrong?
John Voight's there.
Of course he is, dude. He's a freaking winner.
Dude, I will say the celebrities that endorsed Trump were better.
Well, they're all studs. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Okay,
God.
so has a president ever won, lost,
And then one.
and then won?
I don't think so.
Because I'm like, okay, so
think
he'll
so.
be the 45th
Can he
and the
run? He
47th
can't-
president?
Yeah.
You only get 4 total years, right? It doesn't have anything consecutive. So he couldn't. I mean, he's going to be 82 anyway. But,
Yeah.
But in theory, it is just 8 total years, not
What am I-
2 consecutive.
Yeah.
Like, so
Ooh,
could
that's
he
a
go
good
2
question. I don't
consecutive
know.
again?
One of my
No.
And one of my coworkers is like, he's like, dude, this is good because we got 12 more years of great things in our country. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, Trump. He's like, and then everything's gonna be going great. He's like, and then like JD Vance for 8 years.
I would love that because I actually like.
I would
JD
love
Vance.
that, but I find that highly unlikely.
Yeah.
JD Vance is going to be not controllable. Another scenario though is JD Vance is kind of like a military guy, go along to get along guy. He's not Trump. He gets
Yeah.
Hey, that one comedian that like blew up on social media and then he got a Netflix special and like he went from like nothing to like millionaire in like a year in comedy. He just came out and he was doing this action and doing all these symbols and stuff. And so it's like, dude, they're gonna put Operation One is they have 4 years to get Vance on board.
Yeah.
And so I don't have any. You have to be one thing about Trump that I hate is that he's a narcissist and he's a psycho.
Yeah, but so am I.
But you would have to be that to withstand the immense pressures.
Yeah.
Like a normal human
to
caves.
even want to do this.
Yeah.
That's where like my white hat theory is of like he is a list of very small people who like a group of intel people. So like the theory is those that are like descendants of you had the assassination of Kennedy that was orchestrated by like allegedly like the Bush chain of command and then like the cabal that follows that also started this good side that was trying to oppose them. And so the theory is these white hats that have been like seeing everything that's happening and fighting against it needed somebody to get in that could not be bought,
And they went to him.
that could not, and so they told Trump like, hey, would you be willing to do this? This is our plan. It's going to have to be by the book. It's going to be military. It's going to do this, but we cannot steal the election. Like it,
It's got to be
we
legit.
need somebody there, but it needs to be legit.
Dude, Trump could win
It does.
Michigan too.
It does put that thing in place where it was like Trump and like 15 other candidates, and everyone's like, Trump's no way, and they're laughing and
Yeah.
joking, and then what's her face, the vulture-looking lady, the conservative, she writes all the books, and she's She's actually
The
really
blonde
smart.
chick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, I think Trump's got the best chance. And everyone's like, "Rah!"
Yeah.
And then he just starts literally tearing Jeb Bush apart
Yeah.
on stage.
Conway.
No, that's Kellyanne Conway. That's that lady right there. But no, it's she writes those books.
It's the other one.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick.
So right now, CNN still hasn't called it. Axios hasn't called it. I'm interested to see if.
Congratulations, we got Big Daddy Trump down. President Trump exists. I mean, we were waiting for other people to call it, but at this point, with Fox calling it, I'm praying that everyone else just calls it, because if somehow they steal the election after it was called by Fox, oh, what if that's a play by the Illuminati?
For what?
Cause civil war, dude. Trump, Fox, you call it for Trump, then we'll steal the election, blow up America.
Oh yeah.
We'll split into 12 districts. We'll have a Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Just go ham.
I mean, if you got to watch kids die every now and then
Yeah, no big deal.
to eat potatoes or whatever.
It's not far from what we were already doing. We're like, let's just go have this proxy war in Ukraine. And then, like, Mitt Romney says, hey, at least it's not our people.
Dude.
We literally
Yeah,
said that.
freaking Mitt
Like, we
Yeah,
can have
dude.
a war, we can have a war over
And
there.
then they were like defensive and mad about it. Like,
Yeah.
if I could send millions of dollars to have other people die and not Americans, then it's fine.
I know. I was like, you're saying that
It's
out
like-
loud, and everyone's like, it's
Isn't
for
that
you?
kind of effed up? Because they're people. And then they asked Trump about it, and he was like, I just want people to stop dying.
But who do you love?
And they're like,
Who do you
well,
love?
who did you
Russians
fight
or
for? Yeah.
Ukrainians? It's like,
He's just like, I just want people to stop dying.
bro, and he's had his cabinet going for like a year now. It's gonna hit the ground running.
Oh
Well, yeah, even on Joe Rogan, he was saying, like, he's like, I didn't know really
Anything.
how to govern when I
Yeah.
first got in. And, like,
And the thing is, too, is he didn't know how to hire people and like
so
what to
now,
look for.
now he knows who's tried and true.
Dude, those consultants and stuff that are just kind of they're just going out to $1 million dinners and like murdering hookers. Their
time's up.
Their time's up, dude.
Yeah.
It's like
Buckle up.
who are we gonna chase on the island now?
Apple
We've
has
been creating all these homeless people.
Who are we going to chase on the island now?
We've been creating all these homeless
Yeah.
people in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We're running low on them.
People are just going to be like, I think it's going to be us now.
I think you're on the island, but you're not getting.
You're
Trump's
not-
chasing you
You're not
with a
hunting
golf
anymore.
club.
Dude, I think the indicator here.
Ooh, I like that slogan. Dream big again. Oh, let's go.
I love it.
I'm getting excited. I told myself I, wouldn't do this.
I know.
I hope we wake up and it's like, oh man, Michigan, they found 4 million
Yeah.
votes.
Oh,
In a
yeah.
van.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
There was one van we didn't count.
My
Yeah.
investments would love it, but
Daniel's get rich. You got a double winner here.
You're going to get rich
Daniel
because
literally hedged Trump.
you never bet against Trump.
Yeah, you should have
Even
done
when
it,
he
dude.
lost, he did
Yeah,
lose.
he did lose. He murdered.
I
people.
was playing that there was gonna be some shenanigans.
Yeah.
Dude, you're right. When you think about it, they're like, you lose. And he's like, no, don't have a riot. We're going to blame you for the riot. Everything he went through, 4 years of
Yeah.
just grinding.
Well, then he even says, he's like, well, we're technically in my second term. He's like, but I don't want to take credit for it. And it's just like, dude, hell yeah.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Brett Baird doesn't look human.
Well, it's
just
like
gonna say,
4 in
I
the
don't
morning
think he
for
is.
him. He's probably been awake for.
But his face,
24
it just
hours.
looks like my son got a Anakin Skywalker mask back when Phantom Menace came out.
Okay.
No, maybe the third one.
Yeah.
And it's one of those plastic faces, and it has this little like mouth. Still wears it now. It's scary, right? Am I right? And
It's
it
a
looks
little
like Brett Baird. I mean, I don't like what Brett Baird could be just a plastic human.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all of them. I mean, even this lady, she's gorgeous, but is she? Take that makeup off, and who knows?
Oh,
maybe-
dude,
she looks like
It's the they live thing. You put the
Yes.
glasses on.
yes.
Their nose is gone. They just. I love all those like Wall Street bros and their red hats. That's probably my
And they're
favorite.
like, bro, we won.
That's probably my
man."
favorite thing. Like, look at all of them.
Yeah.
And you know they're just D bags.
Yeah, they're like, let's go get some sushi and Max girls.
Yeah. Sushi and Mac girls.
Oh man.
I was thinking more like Coke and maybe kill somebody.
Oh my god.
True. It's true.
It's probably darker than
What
that.
are we gonna
New
do,
York.
man? What are we gonna do? I don't know, man. They're about to get rid of all the people we can hunt.
Because they're the
Yeah.
children of the
They're like, we're
people that
voting
are.
Trump, but
But our parents
yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
like that one guy almost escaped from our house.
jumped out of the freaking
I had to chase
palace.
him down
Jumped out
against
of
my
the,
will.
Jumped out of the palace naked.
What would they were gonna take with my allowance?
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Fox has called it. CNN's still out. Axios is still out. Apple's still out. All your liberal sources are holding on to dear life.
That
They're
is
trying
funny.
to keep people engaged as long as they can because they know once they announce it,
Oh, that's
it's
a good
over.
move.
People are gonna turn off the TV,
More
go to bed.
commercials.
I mean, at the current standing right now, I mean, we've got 52% in Michigan for Trump, 45% for Harris. They're at 70% total reported.
Wow.
What state was that? Sid?
That was
Michigan.
Michigan. Nevada, they've got 78% in. Trump is up 51% to Harris is 46.
In Nevada?
In Nevada.
Bro?
Arizona, they've got 51% in. It's a really tight race, 50 to 49. And then Alaska, it looks like they've only got 25% in. Yeah.
Okay, so
And
it's over.
their polls just, I think,
This is
fairly close.
100% Fox calling it early, just trying to like get back in his grace because
Look like Donald, please don't be
he
mean to
effed-
us.
they-
Because
yeah,
your
they
words
effed
hurt.
him when they
Your
announced
words
Arizona,
hurt me. Your words hurt me.
and they've been on the outs forever.
The weird thing is Donald Trump, and I don't know if this is good or bad, but he can say terrible things about people and maybe truthful things from certain opinions, and then also just go and work with them. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
he's really about like, yeah, I feel this right now, so I'm lashing out like a child, but I also want to win. You look like you can help me win. Okay, I can do it.
yeah.
I just want the worst end. I want 2 more Supreme Court justices to retire and have him appoint 2 more. Oh, that'd be a legend.
Lock it in.
I mean, they're
dude.
old. They're old.
Yeah.
You got what's his face and the other one.
Yeah, I know exactly. what
Those,
you're talking about.
those.
What's his face in the other one?
So
The
they're
old,
both
the
old.
old Supreme
Let's take a
Court.
look. Let's take a look at what the Senate seats are looking like. I mean, it looks like Republicans are going to take the majority, regardless of what happens for the rest. And then, as far as House results are still out. Looks like we're still at 189 and 163. They need 218 to win for Republicans or Democrats.
And with daylight savings, it's really like an hour later than what it is now.
Yeah.
So like everybody in New York,
It's just like
it's just like their bodies think it's 3 a.m.
Brutal.
Those
dude,
poor
brutal.
guys.
All right.
bro, he's pumping his fist. I kind of want to hear Trump come out. And
Yeah,
I just
wanna
wanna see
when
Trump
comes
dance.
I just want to see his first line. It's gonna be gold.
Yeah,
Dude, it is gonna be gold.
It's gonna be something like
it'll be like
Joe Rogan.
Octon.
It's like that.
It just comes out.
People start
Yeah.
coming out marching.
Everybody's like,
Oh my god.
We were wrong. Run! Just machine gun fire.
What have we done? Oh my
He peels his face off. He's a freaking robot. Elon Musk has got a little remote control in the corner.
all of his new bots come out.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Order will be maintained.
Everyone return to their homes. You are now under martial law for the next 4 years.
Seth Meyers is like, I knew it.
I freaking
Yeah, I
knew it.
called this.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Dude, that'd be so funny. Yeah, I want to see Trump come out and see what he says.
Well, he's 78 years old, and it's 3 a.m. in him
Wake
too.
him up. They have to wake him up.
I heard he's awake all night. I heard he goes like
Probably
2
is.
hours sleeps like 5 times
I
a day.
think when you would get used to that type of like,
Yeah, you kind of have to,
I
right?
don't know, man. I don't think I would ever get used to that. I think that dude is legitimately genetically superior.
Well, you've seen those like videos of people that
He's
talk
athletic,
about
too.
like that your body, like the fact that you think your body needs 8 hours of sleep, and they're just like, you really only need like 30 minutes every like 10 hours, and you're fine. And so this guy like just like it's like living all hours of the day.
Way.
And he's like super wealthy and
Bro, I think there'd have to be like some contingencies now. Like you have to be eating really good, exercising, being healthy.
Bro,
I mean, eating McDonald's, there's no way I'd be able to do a 30-minute nap and survive.
Still does the inverse of that. He's awake for 10 minutes, asleep.
Dude, your son too? Freaking my son, Cohen's that way too.
Well, he hits growth spurts, and then he gets sick, and then it's like lights out. He's tired.
Dude, if I let my kids, they'd sleep like 20 hours and then play Xbox for 4.
I wish that he wouldn't comb his hair like that.
Dude, I know, it's like, it honestly gives me
It's like
American Psycho vibes.
Yeah, it gives me like he's like a bad guy from Harry Potter.
He looks
He's like
like
one of the
Grindelwald.
Yeah. He's like, like he in the background of Grindelwald. Like
Yeah.
he's just like one of the NPCs.
one of the
that's like,
secret.
yeah, he's like supporter of the bad guys.
Oh man, that's too
Yeah.
funny.
I might give Trump another 10 minutes.
Oh, did you hear? He's rubbing
Yeah.
salt in the wound.
What'd he say?
I can't remember what state he's
Oh,
in.
yeah,
but how do you lose
this?
this state?
I love it. Yeah, we'll give it just a few more minutes, you guys. We'll see if Trump comes out. If he does, we'll try to get that live streamed on the podcast so everyone can see it.
Yeah, I'll probably
And
take
if-
off in a few minutes.
Yeah, if we don't see him, we're gonna call the podcast. But as of right now, it looks like Trump is going to be
Yeah.
the 47th president of the United States.
Good ending
Thank
to the show.
Heavens.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be some shenanigans. There always are. Recount this. We'll see what the Harris campaign comes in at and says in regards to.
And they called it like the Harris campaign. That was like what, an hour and a half ago, when they like,
Oh yeah,
said
it was
that
after
she wasn't
Georgia got
speaking
called.
for
She's
the
like,
morning.
I'm out.
which means they
She's not
knew
planning
then.
on a victory.
We finally sold some merch too.
Dope. We
Dude.
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things are
Sick.
turning around.
Things are
Did
turning out for
Dallin?
us.
Did Dallin buy knives and then buy merch?
I'm really wondering, like, is he like? Did
Dallin,
he, like,
that
he,
shirt's gonna come, dude.
he like in the hotel room by himself, and he's like a half open bottle of NyQuil, and he's like,
just didn't buy.
and he's like,
Buy this,
oh,
buy
some
that."
Connect the Dots merch. Click.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did.
Blade HQ. Cool.
Click.
Golfclubheadcover.com.
Oh man, too good. We're gonna get the live Fox.
I mean, he
queued
just
up.
absolutely smashed Florida, which I think is really interesting. I mean, being serious, like Florida is typically, I mean, it has been historically like a swing state for like
It
the last
is,
20
yeah.
years. And then he's gonna probably pull Nevada,
Dude, he might pull
Utah,
Nevada.
58-39. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Only 500,000 Republicans, dude. I went to the vote tonight, and there was so many people in line. There was like 300,000 in that line.
Yeah.
I was like, jeez.
I love it. Well,
Let's call it.
yeah.
Hey,
We're gonna call it
thanks
tonight.
for your support, guys.
Yes.
We had
Thank
a blast.
you for plugging in. Thank you for everyone that chatted with us. That is what makes this that much more fun. We get people that can jump in there and comment. But as always, same things. Like, subscribe, follow us. That helps us a ton. Helps us with the algorithm. We are on an uphill battle. Conspiracy podcasts don't do well on YouTube. So help us fight the good fight. Get things going. Get some merch. Get on our website, conthedot.com. And ladies and gentlemen,
Let's go.
as always, never forget, you're a champion. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And then we will see you guys next time. Love you guys.
Sick.
Peace out.